$4. Gotta have a Wawa.
Real Radio wants to provide you with the assist for your holiday shopping by putting $1,000 in your hand before the holidays. We're talking about $1,000 13 times a day. Simply listen for the keywords to win $1,000 weekdays from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Take that keyword and enter it on our website, realradio.fm. Whether you do that on your phone or computer, we don't care. What we do care about is that you answer your phone from a number you most likely will not recognize when they call back the winner, because that's how you get $1,000 in your hand. This contest sponsored locally by Mills Air.
Mills Air, been in business since 1992. That's over 30 years. Carrier factory authorized dealer. Rebates up to $1,275 for brand new Carrier units. Turn to the experts. Carrier. And you can always turn to the experts at millsair.com.
Texting enrolls you into reoccurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Testosterone, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again. At work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text ALL to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text ALL to 321-321. That's ALL to 321-321.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news if you're considering a reverse mortgage. Rates have improved again this week. Get a same-day quote at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
With that mortgage guy, Don.com.
Are you drowning in IRS tax debt?
I owe the IRS $37,000.
Get ready for a toll-free hotline. Take advantage of new IRS tax forgiveness programs that may protect you from IRS collection agencies. They have the power to garnish your wages, put liens on your property, and levy your bank account. Civic Tax Relief can help protect you from the IRS.
Civic Tax Relief basically represented me against the IRS, and by the time everything was completed, I didn't owe the IRS anything.
Find out about the Fresh Start program that is now available through Civic Tax Relief. Civic Tax Relief's special tax hotline can help you discover all the relief programs available for free.
I would recommend anyone who has a tax problem to contact Civic Tax Relief.
Just call 800-506-5803. 800-506-5803. Don't wait. Call now. 800-506-5803. 800-506-5803.
Is it a cold, allergies, or could it be a sinus issue? Aspire Allergy and Sinus can help you find out. A recent study has shown that 45% of patients who suffer from allergies also suffer from chronic sinus issues that are often left untreated. So ditch those nasal sprays and over-the-counter meds for good and find a solution that actually works. The specialists at Aspire Allergy and Sinus make it easy by identifying the problem and creating a custom plan to tackle it. Go to AspireAllergy.com to schedule your appointment. That's AspireAllergy.com.
Sweet chocolate reward. Sweet chocolate reward.
This is not just the sound of someone picking up a sweet treat at Walgreens. This is the sound of someone picking up a sweet treat right after receiving all their vaccines in one trip. This is the sound of treating yourself, because you protected yourself.
Stop by or schedule both your flu and COVID-19 vaccines today and grab yourself a sweet treat while you're at it. Vaccine subject to availability. State, age, and health-related restrictions may apply.
Discover the new Buick SUVs in stock now at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman & Lind Studios. Why Kaufman & Lind? Because clients and character matter. Contact them at whenyounitus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. WIN. W-I-N. WIN. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. Junkie is on. The three best friends you never knew you had, running through the most vital stories of the day. The news junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Friday, October 11th, 2024. Lots to get to today, from Elon's bizarre robots to the good, bad, and ugly after Hurricane Milton, and teachers are in trouble for sleeping stickers. Plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Hello.
C-Lane is out. Hello, Josh.
Hello.
Hello to you.
I'll find me eventually.
There we go. Hello to you. You can send us a dispatch. Join us today. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch right now. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right into the studio in real time. And this never, ever, ever happens, friends.
What the heck happened, Sean?
I'm seeing a last-minute message here, Sabrina. I am.
Where?
And this says it's from Lieutenant Dan and his sailboat. Let's listen in.
Have a great Friday, you mother...
We did it, everybody!
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah. What?
Longest week ever, I think. Ever. In the history of this show.
It really was. And then I think a majority of the people woke up saying, oh, happy Wednesday, everybody. It's just no idea what day it is. I could see everyone's still tired, a little dead in the eyes. I'm ready.
Do you know how many times I heard that question yesterday? I'm not kidding you. I think maybe 6 times. Yeah. What day is it today? On Wednesday, I thought it was Friday. This week dragged on. You got beat up. You had to do all kinds of stuff. Milton was hitting us. Everybody deserves a break this weekend.
Amen, sister.
So here we are. We're back to normal today on the show. We're going to have some fun. We'll talk about a little bit of the aftermath of Hurricane Milton here and there and everywhere. But
you got your power back?
Oh, my God. Yesterday was a torture. Oh. It was a torture. Now, Josh, you never lost your power, right?
No, I'm God's favorite.
It's the weirdest thing because it's, I believe, between Josh, our mutual friend Lauren, Danielle, like we all got these generators, ones that we've never owned before.
You guys lose it every time.
And we did not. None of us lost power.
Nope. Yeah, that's so strange.
So weird.
Maybe because you lose power a lot, maybe they fix something. That's what you would hope.
So, or, God was like, hey, they finally have something that'll help them out if they lose power. Let's turn it around for them.
Suckers. So yesterday, I had no power at the house, obviously, because of Hurricane Milton. And I came home after the show.
I was a dead woman yesterday. Zombie.
Well, tired, yeah. I mean, it was hitting me hard, too. But I didn't want to sleep because it's like warm in my house and the AC's off, obviously. The power's off. And I go, Courtney, she had texted me about wanting to go get lunch. And I said, let's go get lunch. And we went over and got something to eat at Tibby's. And we're sitting there. It was a strange time, like 4:30, 5 o'clock or something. And we head home. And I said, you know what sucks?
What's that, babe? I'm Courtney.
I'm sad going home because it's the future. And I know we don't have any power. I can tell that the house is not on the internet. And I know I don't get a surprise when I come home and the power is on, which is the greatest thing in the world.
It really is.
I was so disappointed. And so we go to pull in the driveway and I see my neighbor has some lights on. And I go, are your lights on? Blake, are your lights on? He goes, yeah, just turned on right now. And I go, son of a bitch. And the internet hadn't rebooted, so I didn't know. And I said, my power is on. I got so excited. I was like a little kid. I ran around the house.
Turn on all the lights.
I turned on all the lights. I rebooted all the internets. I have the most complicated network you could ever think of. Rebooting everything. Bleep, blop, bleep, blop. I go and change the time on the microwave, so that's correct. I set up all my computers in all the rooms, everywhere. Get everything dialed in and done. I sit on the couch and I go, we did it. Yeah.
We did it, Joe.
Can't believe it. I felt so good. And then, power off.
No.
And I said,
no.
I screamed out mother effers at the top of my lungs. And we had no power for the next 5 hours. And
what?
It would just go.
Why was it on for 2 seconds?
I don't know. They did something, and then finally, about almost 10 o'clock last night, the power went on for good, and I did the same thing, and I had the worst power anxiety ever, walking around thinking it was just going to turn off again at any moment.
Is this a tease?
Uh-huh.
Put it down, the AC.
Hey, did you walk around the neighborhood at all?
Oh, yeah. I not only walked around, drove around, and
It's
then
bad.
had the same conversation with all my neighbors. How'd
It's
you
bad,
fare?
right?
Yeah.
Well, right
I got
around
wrecked.
Around the park, there was still 2 or 3 power lines on the ground, actually like laying on the ground still.
Just terrifying.
It seems bad. And there's like cones and tape around them and stuff, but there was like power lines on the ground. Everything was roped up. You couldn't drive many places. It was impossible. It was like a maze around there. But people got hit pretty damn hard from this storm. And I'm noticing just how bad things were for Hurricane Milton. So we will hear from some of you today. And I'm so sorry to those of you who haven't got the ultimate vindication from the lineman people who are out there doing the hard work overnight,
thank
getting
you
your
for
power
that,
back on.
lineman.
Yes, thank you to all the people who are
Sean
doing that.
was cursing your name yesterday, but you're back in his good graces, I'm sure.
I owe a couple HJs, I think, but I'm willing to dole them out as needed wherever we need to. And I want everybody else to get their power back. If you're not with it yet, I feel bad for you. And if you want to stop by, I'll give you a little massage and some nice cold
For the people
water.
without power, too?
Yeah.
Jesus, man. Your arms are going to be tired.
I'm not going to be giving out my address for this, but
It's easy to find.
No. Never mind. No, don't come. I'm praying for you. I'm praying to all of the gods for you to get your power back too. So there we go. Everybody's got power, at least on the show at the moment. That's a good thing. Now let's get started with our opening clip. Let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. And we go to a brand new political ad, friends.
All right.
Why? Because I think we have 24 days before the election, which kind of good, kind of bad. Like, I'm worried about the last 3 weeks being really annoying. That's one thing. But also...
And that's so little time for the left to conjure up another hurricane.
No, there's enough, though. There's enough. We've already got the conspiracies. You heard it yesterday. They're already saying, oh, there's another one on the same path of the same... We'll address that again at some point because a meteorologist weighed in, and I really liked what his take on this was. But in these final 3 weeks, I dread that we'll get all these very pandering political ads and more promises. There's more promises every day. I forgot what the last one was. I think Trump
Free
said...
Pizza Fridays?
No tax on your insurance premiums or something. There was another thing like no tax on this, no tax on.
Oh,
a lot of taxes falling. You know, of course, just in promise. They're not actually falling because we haven't gotten to the end of this whole thing yet. But this one was supposed to be about dudes for Kamala, and they wanted to show us some manly bros who are going to vote for Kamala. And I want to show you, like other bros, it's okay if you like her, even though she's a lady, they said. Here we go.
I'm a man. Tell you about it later.
No, go ahead. I'm listening.
I just this is obviously a response to what a lot of the intense right have said, that if voting for a woman is going to make you less masculine, Tim Walz is not a masculine man.
Tampon Tim, you mean?
Look how he sips on a vanilla shake. So this is the Democrats trying to reassure that everybody is still a man if they vote.
Yeah, there's a lot of this going on. There's much pandering happening right now. Barack Obama was talking to a crowd of mostly black men yesterday, and he's like, what are you doing? I hear some of you are going to vote for Trump. And he's like, he gave a whole lecture to those folks, an impassioned speech, and he said, I want you to vote for our team. And this is the same kind of thing. And these are the guys who are going to tell you that they're proud. And here they are.
I'm a man.
I'm a man.
I'm a man, man. And I'm man enough.
I'm man enough to enjoy a barrel-proof bourbon.
Meat.
Man enough to cook my steak.
Well, I'm sorry, you just said meat? Just that
Meat.
word?
Meat.
You know, they're appealing to my sensibilities now.
It could have been just meat, though. It actually could have been just meat. A barrel-proof bourbon. What's so strange to me is whenever they go over like the traditional ideas in these kind of pandering things to what they think masculinity is, it's always missing all of my ideas of masculinity. Like, I don't think meat is manly. I don't think double barrel bourbon is manly.
Change a tire.
I don't think about any of those things. I don't like. That's very strange to me. And there's one dude in the gym who's like, ripped. One guy is working on his motorcycle. There's a dude in a cowboy hat. They got all this stuff.
To deadlift 500, then braid the out of my daughter's hair.
You think I'm afraid to rebuild a carburetor? I eat carburetors for breakfast. I ain't afraid of bears.
Carburetors for breakfast.
I'll tell you another thing I sure as shit am not afraid of.
Women. I'm not afraid of women.
I'm not afraid of women. They want to control their bodies? I say go for it.
They want to use IVF to start a family? I'm not afraid of families.
They want to be childless cat ladies? Have all the cats you want.
Woman wants to be president?
Well, I hope she has the guts to look me right in the eye and accept my full-throated endorsement.
Because I'm man enough to support.
I'm questioning some things here.
That guy on the tailgate, legs crossed. I hope she has the guts to look me in the eye and ask for my full-throated endorsement.
Some of the guys they
That
gathered
means I'm swallowing her wrist.
to fill these roles. Like, I don't know. I don't believe this guy is a cowboy right here. This dude who's just got like his dress shirt on. He's got a white undershirt with no dirt on it at all. He's the cowboy
because
representation.
real men do laundry.
I guess
sometimes.
so. Yeah, real men like Downey, and this guy's got a nice, very, very crisp shirt on right now. I feel like this guy's not really a cowboy. I mean, who am I to judge? But here he is.
Enough to know what kind of...
This guy's definitely a weightlifter, dude, right? Like, he's huge. This guy's actually jacked.
Man enough to admit I'm lost, even when I refuse to act.
Oh, yeah. Hello? Sorry, I can hear you right now.
What?
You not realize that was on the air, or
It's not supposed to be on the air. I'll tell you that much. That was,
you know what? It might not be. It might only be for me. It might only be one of those things that I hear right now.
Did you hear that, Josh?
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Okay.
I thought I got in trouble for coughing. I panicked for a second.
All right, back to it.
For directions.
Man enough to not ban young women from reading.
Also, this is a big cowboy. I don't know if I've seen a cowboy of this size in my time. Cowboy is a tough job. You're out there, you're working, you're riding around on the horses. You're doing,
yeah.
Is that for real now?
Did you
Or
hear this?
Yes, I do.
Thank God. All right, I've got some comments after you're done with the commercial.
All right, let's see what else they
Cowboy.
say. What's your name?
Cowboy.
Your name is just Cowboy.
Cowboy Stan.
Cowboy Stan.
That's right.
So when your parents were born, they said, we in the Stan family are going to proudly name our child Cowboy.
No. My full name is Stanley.
Stanley?
Yeah, and I became a cowboy at a very young age.
It's a nickname.
My last name is McMinnon.
Stanley McMinnon, the cowboy. Okay, stand by, Stanley.
Little or one of those pants books that the sisters like.
I'm man enough to raw dog a flight. It sucked. Not worth it. I'm man enough to be...
Also, I'm tossing that out. Raw dogging a flight isn't manly. These things are not manly. All of the things that they're... Raw dogging a flight is simply stupid. It's just a dumb thing to do, and it shows that you have nothing going on in your brain, which might be good for you. And I actually envy in a way. Because if there's all silence in a room where I am, and it's just my head, it is a thunderstorm of madness. There are things going on, ideas flying around.
Just a peek inside your twisted mind.
That's right, buddy. It's not peaceful in there. There's all sorts of things happening inside there.
In front of my wife.
In front of my kids.
In front of my horse.
In front of a horse.
I'm man enough to tell you that I cry at Love Actually.
Goodwill Hunting.
West Side Story. That and Predator.
And I'm sick of so-called men domineering, belittling, and controlling women just so they can feel more powerful.
That's not how my mama raised me.
I love women.
I love women who support their families.
I love
Women who
women.
decide not to have families.
Women who take charge.
And I'm man enough to help them win.
All right, man up. Man up, everybody.
I just don't believe the one guy when he says he loves women.
The guy on the tailgate? Yeah. He might for now, but there
As
may be...
a friend, maybe.
All right. Oh, boy. All right, there they are. What do you think? Let us know. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and send us a dispatch. Cowboy Stan, what did you think of that commercial?
I'm so glad you effing asked, man.
Oh, man, you sound manly.
Yeah, well, I am, man. I am lean, mean, and I got a big old heart. And I'm ready to vote.
What? Can I ask you something? You're a cowboy? Is a cowboy is that your profession? Are you actually a cowboy?
It's in my blood. As far as a 9 to 5, I'm a mail carrier.
Oh, okay. So
However,
your profession is mail carrier, but you kind of identify as a cowboy.
But I do it in a military tank.
Nice. Okay, so what do you think about this? I mean, do you support this message? Are you voting Kamala? What are you?
First of all, none of your business. Because as a man, I don't have to tell you who I'm voting for.
That's true. I'm not going to argue with you.
But I am a little disappointed RFK Jr.'s out.
Oh, so you were for RFK Jr.
Well, we have a lot of things in common. I typically take heads off of dead animals as a prank and put them in my friends' houses.
It's a very specific thing, but he does do that.
Absolutely,
I'm not going to say that he doesn't. And you, being an RFK Jr. fan, see that that's really not an opportunity for you anymore.
I got a choice to make.
You got to choose.
Absolutely.
Kamala Harris, who I hate to tell you this, is a woman. She is a woman.
Have we seen her genitals? Are we sure of that?
Overall consensus is that she is an adult human female and that she's a lady running for president.
All right, makes sense. I'll tell you this. I treat every politic like I treat my Barbies. I assume that they don't have any genitals.
You have Barbies?
I'm just worried about what's up here, and that's in the head. The head, like, on your shoulder.
You have a Barbie collection?
I don't have a Barbie collection, but I do have it in my bug-out bag. In the apocalypse,
Why?
Those are going to be worth millions.
Oh, really? I didn't think about that as actual currency after some sort of
and if the
meltdown.
left continues making these hurricanes, we're going to have no other choice.
They are very advanced. You have to watch out. Yeah. Okay.
Anyways, we're running out of time. I'm no broadcast producer, but I can read a clock.
Cowboy Stan, we can go for hours. Literally hours.
It's so weird because that beautiful young lady with beautiful lungs as well, the one I tied up under the desk.
Yeah, who's
She's
that?
screaming at me saying, take a break. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I thought you were a man. Take control.
I am a man.
I'm a man. Can I be honest with you?
Oh, turning
you
you
sound
on?
a little scary. I'm kind of frightened.
I'm kind of horny.
Are you? All right. Okay, well, good luck with whoever you're supporting in the election.
No more questions for me, bub.
I am enthralled with Cowboy Stan and would like to hear back from you in the future.
Quick sidebar before I get out of here.
Oh, yeah, go ahead, yeah.
I heard you were giving out some HGs.
I am. Are you a lineman or a power?
I can be. I'll get in line, man.
All right, I'll consider it. Thank you, and it's very nice to meet you.
All right.
Jesus, Josh, did you let that person in? What the hell?
Threatened me with a 6-gun,
What
as
happened?
he called it.
That was the
What was
most
that?
scariest man
He had
I've
no
ever
shirt
met. It sounded like he could turn into a reptilian beast at any moment. But
So weird, but then he had one of those butt plug tails. That's strange.
It's
A
a
real
real.
man.
It's quite the dichotomy of a human being that Cowboy Stan is. It's both the most
Did you say a homophobic
masculine.
slur?
No. The most masculine person I've ever met and the strangest person I've ever met at the same time, I think.
Yeah, I think he's going to stick around for a little bit.
All right. Somebody
Cowboy
says,
Stan.
is this Sabrona? No, that didn't sound like
way
Sabrona
deeper.
at all. Yeah, that's a
Way
totally
deeper.
different person. Cowboy Stan should replace Sea-Lane, says Lori. How dare you? The man's on his California wine adventure. We leave him alone.
Still managed to blow up his phone before 8 o'clock this morning.
Oh, no, you did too?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Yeah. Because I walked into the studio and I go, here goes nothing. I got everything all set up. And then I talked in the microphone and there were no levels anywhere.
Perfect. I love it.
Uh-oh. Austin's on a plane. Sea-Lane's getting on a plane. What do I do here? Okay, so we got to talk a little bit about Milton, but as you can see, we're kind of in the mood for screwing around too.
Yeah.
And when we come back, I want to talk about this. I don't know if you guys saw any of the announcement from Tesla where they talked about their new robot and their new taxis. And while both of them were super futuristic and very interesting, I think there are some lies here. I think there are some lies going on, and we have to talk about these and what the appetite for these things actually is. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Sure, you could call your family, but then they'll start calling you all the time. Instead, just say, Alexa, play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com. Don't be surprised if your local ramp to I-4 could be affected by standing water or if traffic lights could be out in your area. Just keep in mind local crews and police activity could be around, so move over and slow down on I-4. Bumper-to-bumper traffic heading westbound approaching US 27, and authorities are clearing up an accident on I-4 westbound before Saxon Boulevard. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Wawa. Wawa handcrafted beverages are just $3 or $4. From iced lattes to smoothies to a late-night milkshake. Get any handcrafted 16 or 24-ounce beverage for just $3 or $4. Gotta have a Wawa.
If you missed our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One. Las Vegas, make some noise!
Watch the best moments exclusively on Hulu right now.
All right, you guys are out for a party, I can tell.
See the biggest festival headliners from around the world assembled on one stage on one show.
This iHeart energy is so incredible. See it all at our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One.
Streaming only on Hulu right now.
Sunnyside Plumbing.
Yes, I've got a leaking...
To leave us a testimonial saying how happy you are with our service, press 1.
But you haven't even...
For all other inquiries, please hang up.
Wait, what?
Hang up and call Frank Gay. We're busy watching the game.
You know what? I think I will. When you have a leak, you need solutions on your schedule. A helpful expert who can find the problem and fix it fast.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, Orlando.
Cento Family Moving and Storage is Central Florida's trusted source for local and long-distance moving. From packing to delivery, Cento Moving is fully licensed and insured to provide you a seamless moving experience so you can enjoy your new home in no time. Get a quote today at CentoMoving.com. Forget the stress, move with the best.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. Call 800-522-5700. 800-522-5700.
Sweet chocolate reward. Sweet chocolate reward.
This is not just the sound of someone picking up a sweet treat at Walgreens. This is the sound of someone picking up a sweet treat right after receiving all their vaccines in one trip. This is the sound of treating yourself, because you protected yourself.
Stop by or schedule both your flu and COVID-19 vaccines today and grab yourself a sweet treat while you're at it. Vaccine subject to availability. State, age, and health-related restrictions may apply.
During Cybersecurity Awareness Month, LifeLock wants to give you helpful tips to protect your identity. Using multi-factor authentication can be a line of defense to help protect your personal information. But LifeLock offers comprehensive protection against identity theft. LifeLock not only alerts you to suspicious uses of your personal information, but also fixes issues that arise, guaranteed or your money back. Protect your identity today with a 30-day free trial at LifeLock.com. Use my name, Clay, as the promo code. Terms apply.
Moments like hearing my cat purr good morning mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that is spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib. Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative MBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
Is it a cold, allergies, or could it be a sinus issue? Aspire Allergy and Sinus can help you find out. A recent study has shown that 45% of patients who suffer from allergies also suffer from chronic sinus issues that are often left untreated. So ditch those nasal sprays and over-the-counter meds for good and find a solution that actually works. The specialists at Aspire Allergy and Sinus make it easy by identifying the problem and creating a custom plan to tackle it. Go to aspireallergy.com to schedule your appointment. That's aspireallergy.com.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Testosterone, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again. At work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text ALL to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text ALL to 321-321. That's ALL to 321-321.
New South Window lives southern weather, and our products are designed to keep the intense heat out and the cool air in. We prioritize keeping your family and your home comfortable all year round. That's why our energy-efficient windows and doors are made, installed, and guaranteed for life.
For a limited time only, save 35% off on New South Windows and Doors. Visit newsouthwindow.com/radio to learn more.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. WIN. W-I-N. WIN. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
If it's important to you, it's on and probably being mocked by.
And I'm so glad for you. Unless you don't have power, then I feel bad for you. But it's coming up soon. I know it's going to happen for you. And it's going to be a great weekend post Milton, everybody.
It's incredible the amount of flack that I'm getting.
For what?
For preparing.
Yeah.
And having a generator.
Uh-huh.
There's someone in this building right now who is still without power.
And they're mad at you?
It's just, it's a lot of sarcasm that's coming towards me. And I said, we just need to find a truck and you can have it. He's like, no, I'll just spend all weekend throwing out my bad food. Must be nice to have a generator and not lose power. And to that I say, sorry, boss man. Bradshaw.
That's what I figured. Yeah, that's what I figured was going on here.
Just need to find a way to put a giant-ass generator in one of our tiny-ass cars.
Let me say this in defense of Jack Bradshaw.
Okay.
There is something about not having power that will make you fiery mad at strangers.
Yeah. Been there.
Strangers. I was walking down the road the other day. I was like, this person has power. That person has power. And I walk by somebody's house and they're watching QVC. I can see it on their big TV. I go, they have power and they're wasting it on watching QVC.
They should lose that.
I get judgy, and then all these people I'm walking by and I'm so mad. I'm fuming that they have power and I don't have power.
Sucks.
So I get it. I totally get where he's coming from. I did see somebody in the neighborhood did something. And tell me if you guys think this is sweet or if it's
sour.
If it's kind of braggy. Because I had never seen this happen. But somebody who had power put a little charging station outside of their front door with a little stand and a power strip and a couple of plugs so you could put your phone in there and charge it. And they said, anybody who needs to charge their device for this evening is welcome to come by and charge it at my house. I have power. And I was struggling with.
I want no strangers coming up to my front porch.
Is this a power brag?
Power move on a power.
Yeah, or is this nice? It's kind of nice, but I don't know what to make of it. I would never go to some stranger's door and just sit there with my phone charged.
Hey, what's up? Saw your sign.
I say that as a man with a charged phone. If I'm looking down at 2% and I don't not get my power, I may cave and go, thank you for putting this little station outside and let me charge my phone, lady.
I think I may go with just handing out the promo external batteries that I have.
Damn, that's even nicer.
Ones. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, that's still sweet to give them out like it was
Be
Halloween
sure to listen
or
to the
something.
show.
Yeah, I like that. But these people who don't have power, like Jack Bradshaw, apparently, I feel for them. I do.
I feel for him as well.
And I understand why you get a little bit angry, a little bit rage-induced. We need power. I'm starting to be convinced.
That's a crazy statement, Sean.
Power is a human right. I am starting to be convinced because I was in my house. We got 3 dogs running around, okay? I'm losing my body. I'm going crazy. Courtney is being so incredibly sweet and calm.
As always.
Navigating this, not always, but definitely at this point in time. And I'm going, should we get a hotel room? We can get a hotel room, and then we'll sneak the dogs into the hotel room, and then we'll have power. And I'm angry in my head. I said, you know what? I think I might just go for a walk by myself through the neighborhood. I need to just blow off the steam inside of me. Mm-hmm. And the power finally turns on, and I look around, and I have a smile from ear to ear, and I have these pleasant puppies in front of me, and there's nothing wrong in the world. You need power. A human being needs power. And Jack Bradshaw certainly needs his.
Where's that? Donald? Kamala?
Got to get this going for Jack Bradshaw.
That'd be one of the policies. Forget the no tax on tips. Everyone gets power.
And the other thing is, I got all these iHeart salespeople, and they're screaming at me for not having commercials done. I'm like, I didn't have any power. I'll get the commercials done. I'm sorry. I'll get the commercials done.
Yeah, but also the people need their chewable boner pills.
They do. I guess so. I got to get those done after the show. Let's go to these big announcements here because this was an interesting thing yesterday. Tesla announced that they have taxis and an Optimus robot that they're going to be releasing. And I think there's a couple of lies attached to these things.
Yeah.
The first thing is this says autonomous assistant humanoid friend, and it shows these robots that Tesla says they're going to be selling. And let's start with lie number 1. They're claiming that, I believe they're claiming that the Optimus robot, which is a human-sized robot that's supposed to help you with tasks around the house, be your pal, wash your clothes, do all of those kind of things. They're suggesting that it's going to cost $20,000. Now, I'm no robot guy. I don't even know what those people's jobs are titled. I'm no engineer. Right?
We have a full staff of robot guys here.
I'm no robo guy. But I can look at this humanoid and tell you there ain't no way they're going to sell that for $20,000. There is no way in hell that these will ever be $20,000.
I'll tell you this. If you're spending $20,000 to help around your house, I feel like there are humans, maybe even 2 to 3, that you could, for the same part-time throughout the year. It seems like it's too much.
Well, this is just another robot taking a human's job. That's what you got. What did they say the Tesla Cybertruck was going to be at first? Didn't they say it was going to be like $40,000?
100,000 douche bucks?
At first they said it's going to be not that expensive. What an amazing deal. Look at this piece of technology.
You had to put $100 down just to be given the option.
And then when it started to become production time, it's like, well, maybe it's going to be $40,000. Maybe it's going to be $50,000. And then the thing comes out, it's ridiculous. It's way overpriced. We got PT Cruisered on this thing. 5 of you will know what that means. Yeah. This autonomous assistant humanoid friend is never, ever, ever, ever going to be $20,000. No shot. I'll put money on it if you'd like to. Let's see what it does, though. Here it goes.
Fundamentally, at scale.
It's getting the mail.
First of all, that's a human in a robot costume.
It's getting the mail.
First and foremost.
This is it watering the plants.
I am off to this robot for, I think...
She's watering the plants in the plants, excuse me.
You have to water some pants.
It's watering the plants in the corner of the room with this family that's playing Jenga.
Probably $20,000 to $30,000 long term.
No way.
So, and what can it do? It'll basically do anything you want. So it can be a teacher, babysit
you're really
your
selling
kids.
it.
It can walk your dog, mow your lawn, get the groceries.
Mow your lawn?
Just be your friend, serve drinks.
It's handing out drinks at a party
Serve
here.
drink.
This robot.
Whatever you can think of.
hecklers there.
It will do.
It's getting into Tesla now.
Yes.
Unloading stuff.
This is the stupidest.
I think this will be the biggest product.
Man, for all the things that Elon can do, he is so bad at selling stuff with his presentations.
And I gotta
Robot
tell you,
can do anything.
That's it. Play the audio from the commercial you paid thousands of dollars for.
Right. Yeah. The robot's cool looking. It's crazy, but it's not going to be 20 grand.
The selling point is that it'll do the chores that will take you 5 minutes to do.
We're going to be so fat in the future. If robots are doing everything for us, we're literally going to be like Wall-E.
If it takes that long to bring me a drink, I'm committing robot DV.
This thing is not...
Just throw water on it?
Yeah, I think so. When it's watering the plants. I'm looking at all the technology in it. No way. Ben on YouTube says it'll be $20,000. Then you have to pay $1,000 for every task you want to add on.
Yeah, and you'll get strikes. And if you don't, if you're late 2 days on your payment, then the robot just hovers over you while you sleep and stares at you.
I've seen video of the thing rolling dice. I've seen
cool,
it dancing.
Because we need a robot for that. I have, for all the Tesla big ups, the suits that are listening from Tesla, priority list. May I suggest that instead of releasing the 20,000 with an asterisk robot, let's make your cars not cause full-blown house fires when salt water touches it.
They're busy. They're doing robot guy
crazy,
stuff.
But the amount of damage that those cars did to people after they dealt with a natural disaster, I think that's something to kind of go back to the drawing.
They're
board
preoccupied right now. They made a robot dude that they want to sell to everybody. And they can roll dice, and then they can talk to people. And it's very strange, all of it. I put it up on See It Now since it's a visual, so you can check it out. Here's another video.
Hey, Optimus, how much of you is AI?
I can't disclose just how much. That's something you'll have to find out later.
But some or none?
I would say it might be some.
That's a human.
I'm not going to confirm, but it might be some.
All right, so
That's
second
1,000% a human in the costume, right?
Second lie, yes, there are humans still assisting this thing behind the scenes. There are still humans doing this. It's not all autonomous. It's not just working by itself. That voice sounded human, and I think they're doing some of the controlling of the robots.
It sounded like Tobey Maguire.
It kind of did. I don't know if it was. He's picked up a side gig.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
He's out there doing what he can to get in early on the robot movement. They also announced the cab, the robot van, too, the robo van. This thing is strange looking. Here. I'm going to turn the volume down because somebody's inevitably going to scream out a curse word. They announced this robo taxi thing that they got.
Hell yeah.
And very, very futuristic looking. Pulls up to this event. This looks like it seats a whole bunch of people. It's not just, it's like more of a little mini bus.
Like a tram.
Yeah, it's very tram size.
I can't wait until that hits cobblestone.
Yeah, it's not going to do well because it's pretty low. You see how low that is to the ground? It's really going to be scraping on things. And this is the Optimus. Oh no, do we get the robot out of the taxi? Hold on.
Robots. So everything we've developed for our cars.
I mean, it's cool.
The batteries, power electronics, the advanced motors, gearboxes, the software.
So they announced the robot. They announced a big vehicle that's like a little autonomous bus. And they announced a robo-taxi with Lamborghini-style doors that swing up. And also, they said that the taxi that they're going to be selling is going to be $30,000. No shot.
Fake news.
Yeah, they lie about the price of these things all the time. All the things are kind of cool and very much futuristic, but I don't believe some of these promises.
Same.
Like 30 grand. No way is this thing going to be 30 grand. And then RoboVan is an autonomous 20-seater that has no windshield and can be used for personal use or commercial purposes. It's all about autonomy with Tesla now. What do you think? Let us know. Send us a dispatch. Do you want one of these robots around your house? What tasks would you have the robot doing for you? Let us know. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and send us a dispatch right now. When we come back, Laheva Rasta says, this presenter is not selling. He does not sound confident at all. That's Elon Musk. That's who that is. That's how he sounds when he does these events. He's not on Twitter. He just is very strange in his delivery. He's a smart guy, but he does some other things where you go, well, what's happening here? Okay. To your dispatches when we return. Also, a person that was rescued 30 miles out to sea. Why were they out there and what saved their lives? That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
This weekend, Real Radio 104.1 smells like the 90s.
And now that Milton is over and it has moved out well into the Atlantic, we're actually going to be seeing a really nice forecast. Temperatures staying below average with a high of 81 degrees. Now, we can rule out a couple of clouds by this afternoon, along with a few passing showers, but only a 30% chance of rain. More of the same into the weekend, with highs a little warmer, closer to the mid-80s, with about a 20% chance of a few showers as well. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Rasmussen University.
At Rasmussen University, we offer a full suite of nursing programs from pre-licensure to doctoral, online and on campus. Programs vary by campus. Learn more at rasmussen.edu/Florida.
That mortgage guy, Don, he's part of the Real Radio family, and that means he's taking care of your family. He's a stand-up guy who's looking out for you. And when you're making big life decisions like refinancing, buying your first dream home, perhaps expanding your business, well, you got to work with someone that you could trust, someone who's going to look out for you, and it's that mortgage guy, Don. Start the process today and get peace of mind right there at your fingertips by going to thatmortgagguydon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with that mortgage guy, Don.com.
Hello, my name is Chris Askew. I work for the Seminole County Fire Department for 17 years, and I'm a proud IDC customer.
Veteran firefighter Chris Askew, a repeat customer at International Diamond Center.
All my jewelry I've ever bought has been from IDC. They have it all. I've never gone there and not find what I needed to find.
One reason Chris loves IDC is that they always roll out the red carpet for heroes in uniform with a 15% discount and special financing.
We don't like to have the special treatment. We don't ask for it, but deep down inside, we're not going to sit there, turn it down, or say we hate it because, it helps us out. It's their way of showing that they care about us, they're thinking about us, they have our backs.
International Diamond Center, proud supporter of our military and first responders.
Really means a lot to people like me, and that we go through this job every day, and any little thing that like this really does make a huge difference in our lives, and it shows that people care and that we're just not doing it for nothing.
IDC, proud to serve those who serve us. Get location, store hours, and more at shopidc.com.
Mom, meet Sarah.
From first-time Nana moments.
Yeah, welcome to Flight 101.
To annual girls trip moments. Your can't-miss moments are worth protecting against RSV. If you're 75 or older or 60 plus with a chronic condition like asthma, COPD, heart disease, or diabetes, you're at higher risk of being hospitalized from RSV. And there are no prescription RSV treatments. Check eligibility and schedule your RSV vaccine at vaxassist.com.
So where should we go next?
Sponsored by Pfizer.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. Call 800-522-5700. 800-522-5700.
Get ready for fall road trips with Pep Boys. Shop and save on newly reduced prices on hundreds of tires. Save up to $420 instantly on select Cooper tires. That's up to $300 in savings with buy 3, get the 4th free, plus $120 in savings with free installation. Don't miss this chance to save big. Buy 3, get the 4th free, plus free installation on select Cooper tires. Ends 10/20/24. Tire discount equals the retail price of one tire in a purchase set, excluding taxes. Terms and exclusions apply. Visit pepboys.com for details.
Sunnyside Plumbing.
Yes, I've got a leaking...
To leave us a test
testimonial saying how happy you are with our service, press 1.
But you haven't even...
For all other inquiries, please hang up.
Wait, what?
Hang up and call Frank Gay. We're busy watching the game.
You know what? I think I will.
When you have a leak, you need solutions on your schedule. A helpful expert who can find the problem and fix it fast.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
This is it. iHeartRadio wants you to see Oasis Live 25 in the city of your choice. We'll handle everything, including a special VIP experience. Just open the free iHeart app and listen to Smells Like the 90s to enter. Tickets to Oasis Live 25 at LiveNation.com.
iHeartRadio.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Sinex Saline nasal spray.
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultra-fine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it. Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
Coming down with something and don't know what it is? Know now at MD Now. Their physician-led team can test for, diagnose, and treat a variety of illnesses. Just walk in or use their convenient web check-in. Visit mdnow.com and get back to better.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by Blue Chew. Find them online at bluechew.com.
If it's important to you, it's on and probably being mocked by.
Tips at thenewsjunkie.com. If you want to stay anonymous, just put that right on top. I get it. We just want you to participate in some way. If you're comfortable doing that, you can always do it over at thenewsjunkie.com. You think you had a bad day? Oh boy, this man had a much worse day than you did. This particular dude was out to sea, 30 miles out to sea. And Josh, let's show the folks what happened to him.
Oh boy.
There he is in the ocean. We don't need the music, but you get it. He was floating on an igloo cooler in the ocean, 30 miles out to sea.
Shout
this
out
gentleman.
Igloo.
Yeah, seriously.
And it worked. It helped him out. But when you think you're having a rough day, I want you to know what this guy's story was. So they're not identifying him, but he's a fisherman who works down in the Keys and was near Longboat Key down in the Keys. And he went out on Monday to do some fishing, as it were. And
He was
when
the,
he went out
the
there,
captain of the boat or
he
something,
was a captain.
right?
Yeah, he was the captain of the boat. Goes out on his boat, I imagine by himself, or maybe with a small crew, but I think he might have been alone. And as he gets about 30 miles offshore where he was going to do some fishing, he had some problems and his boat broke. And he said, damn it. All right, this is an issue. Let me ditch this.
Rudder stopped working or fell off?
Yeah. And so he didn't know what to do. And he gets a ride back and he leaves the boat 30 miles out to sea. And he says, well, I got to fix this. And now there's a hurricane coming. So he goes back out to the boat on Wednesday as the storm is starting to hit. And he's trying to fix his boat. And I think he might end up losing 2 boats in the process because the first one was out there already broken.
It's not going to look good on your captain resume.
Not really. 2 and 1 destroyed boats is a real bad day. And so then he's in the ocean bobbing around on a cooler, and they find him about 30 miles out there, and they rescue this guy. And just kind of a miracle that he was able to live to begin with. He had a life jacket, an emergency radio, and was riding out the storm, but it got to be too late, and he was saved from certain death when he was rescued from the Gulf of Mexico.
From what I understand, he was saved by an employee of his. Because
was he?
After everything had happened, it was because
that called the police or something?
They had not heard back from their captain in a little bit, so they're like, be on the lookout.
Yeah, because the Coast Guard is the one who actually flew out there, obviously. It was the Coast Guard in Miami that flew out there by Longboat Key 30 miles out, and they said, there he is in the water, which I mean, they could have not spotted him. It actually could have been that bad for this dude, but he was able to stay. And yeah, I think it's a pretty good damn commercial for coolers, at least those ones that'll keep you bobbing around for that long. I am really, really now locked in on my new fear of tornadoes after seeing some of the stuff that spun off of Milton. It's so bad. It's so bad.
When you look at it and think about it and all of the hype and, you know, obviously much needed hype leading up to Milton, it seemed like it was down south, the southeast that got the most.
And they all thought they were going to skate.
Right.
They thought they'd be okay down there. And they're looking at the radar going, oh, okay, it's going up to Tampa. It's going to be up ahead of us. The storm just spawned all of these tornadoes. And the tornadoes do significant damage if they're big and powerful, obviously. One that I wanted to share with you, I'll tell you about in a second here. I'm going to actually put it up on See It Now, so those of you who are listening to the show can watch it at your leisure. Obviously, you don't have to do it now, but if you have a moment, go over to thenewsjunkie.com, hit the See It Now section, and bam, just like that, you're taking a look as you see this Palm Beach Gardens tornado. That's where this one was. All down in South Florida. They had these all over the place. Gardens tornado. Bam. Got it for you. Boom. Check it out over on See It Now over on thenewsjunkie.com. Now I'll share it with everybody else who might be watching us today. You can check in with the show over on YouTube. Here goes nothing. This was Palm Beach Gardens, a little security cam inside this place. This was at the Avenir community in Palm Beach Gardens. Let's all watch this here, and I'll describe it for everybody. Here you go. You see it picking up pretty fast as the tornado starts whipping through. Then,
oh, my God.
Boom. Just ripping through this place.
Also, y'all didn't bring in any of your stuff before this
No, it looked like it was kind of pushed aside and ready, but they didn't think it was going to be so bad. But wow, when a tornado hits, it is fast and damage everywhere after this. Again, check that out over on See It Now.
And now that I'm realizing they have the name of the person, I believe, on there, so I might have to edit them down. But the pictures I sent from down south of someone's Facebook page where there was a full dumpster on top of their house.
I believe this was the same community. I think that's this Avenir community, if I'm saying it correctly, where there was an entire, think of the green dumpster that you see on every construction site or behind a store, on top of the roof of a house.
Insane.
That's power. There were cars that looked like they were ripped in half from these tornadoes. Just raw, absolute power that these storms have. And let's get to a couple of you. We want to see what's on your mind. Here is Cheeky Michelle joining the show via dispatch.
Hi, junkies. So glad you all are safe. When I lived in D.C., half of our apartment building would never lose power because they were on the same grid as the vice president.
Ooh,
My
nice.
half of the building would always lose it. The other half would drop long extension cords so we'd be able to power what we needed to or recharge. I always thought that was really cool. Anyway, love you guys.
Look at
Have
that.
a
People
great day.
working
Bye.
together, people being nice to each other. I kind of like that. Mo Manji, the realtor, is with us, too.
Hey, guys. I hope you guys are doing well. Just going around fixing up signs and taking a look at damaged signs and trying to fix those. But I know where I'm going to be after 3 o'clock today. I'm heading straight to Sean's house. I know exactly where he lives. Be ready, buddy. Bye.
All right, Mo Manji. One more real quick. Here is
Some weirdo's
Eric.
actually going to show up, Sean.
Nobody show up, please.
Hey, News Junkies. Glad everybody's doing well out there. I would like to propose that in solidarity, everyone that is a News Junkie fan turn their power off until my power comes back on.
I'm sorry, bud. I hate to tell you.
I just think it's a great idea. It's good for morale, and I'd feel better about it. So appreciate if you could do that. Thank you.
Eric, as sorry as I am, and as much as if I could push a button right now and turn your power on, I would hit that button faster than you can imagine. I cannot do that. I am going to have to not be in solidarity with you. So I hope that your power comes on as soon as possible, and I wish you the best. But solid no from me. There was somebody else who they said was among the dead from the hurricane. Oftentimes the death tolls from hurricanes are weird. Like some of the people had heart attacks. 2 of the people had heart attacks in Volusia County.
From the stress of it all?
I guess, yeah. I guess like the hurricane's going through.
Comorbidity.
That's not what I think of. I think of somebody drowning or somebody dying actually in the hurricane when I think of the death toll. or a tree falling on you, because a 79-year-old woman in Ormond Beach and a 54-year-old woman in Port Orange died when trees crashed into their homes. That's for real. But one dude,
that's a way to go, man.
About 4:50 p.m. yesterday, and we were telling you about this all day long. We were telling you, be careful if you're out there walking around. The moment we saw that there was some down power lines and stuff yesterday, we walked the other direction as fast as we possibly could.
Good move.
This guy did not. A man in his 60s was killed when he stepped on a downed power line while cleaning up debris from Hurricane Milton.
How is that power not out?
Orange County Sheriff's Office. I don't know. I thought they generally, when they had a line down, turned it off. One would think so.
I think it depends if you call them. My neighbor's line went down but didn't snap, so it's just touching their fence but still powering their house.
Oh, my God.
It's really concerning.
But is there not kind of like a breaker system that when there's, the connection is lost or...
Well, they don't know necessarily if it's just like Josh said, if it's just dangling down like that.
Good God, that is terrifying.
And the neighbors are probably like, well... We got power.
It still works.
It's okay. Just don't touch it. Don't have the neighborhood kids swinging on it, and we'll be all right.
Wilson from Home Improvement would be crisp.
Just zapped. There's a lot of rumors out there, and I'll tell you this ahead of time before the tease. They're not true about another storm that's forming behind Hurricane Milton. So I do want to address that in a moment. And one of the meteorologists did, and I thought they did a good job of doing so. And we have some other pertinent stuff that you might need to know as everybody recovers from Hurricane Milton. So we'll touch on that when we come back. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on X at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
There's a lot of congestion on I-4 approaching US 27 westbound. Traffic is almost backed up from the beach line there. And just keep in mind, emergency services are working diligently to clear roads, fix traffic lights, and get rid of that standing water. I advise you to just travel with caution on the roadways. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Wawa. Wawa handcrafted beverages are just $3 or $4. From iced lattes to smoothies to a late-night milkshake. Get any handcrafted 16 or 24-ounce beverage for just $3 or $4. Gotta have a Wawa.
2025s are here. It's the model year-end event at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. Check out the bold and colorful new 2025 Kicks or used cars from $8,968. And your credit problems are no problem at Sutherland Nissan Orlando, home with a lifetime warranty. Plus tax and fees with approved credit.
We've all made questionable decisions in life, like that time that you frosted the tips of your hair. But hiring an attorney shouldn't be. I'm Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt, and we offer a 100% satisfaction guarantee on all injury cases. If you are not completely satisfied with the way we treat you in your case within the first 30 days, you can take your file back and you owe us nothing. No fees, no costs, and no questions asked. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit justcallmo.com.
It's Oktoberfest season in Central Florida, and the Filatowski Eye Institute wants you to see every detail of the celebration. For over 3 decades, they've been helping Central Florida residents experience life's joys with crystal clarity. Imagine seeing all the festivities without worrying about lost contacts or foggy glasses. With their 24-month interest-free financing, LASIK is on tap for you this October. Text 1041 to 868686 now for your free LASIK consultation at the Filatowski Eye Institute, and raise a glass to clear vision.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Moments like making my kids my famous meatballs mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that has spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib.
Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative MBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
Yo, it's Angel from the Monsters. You want a big green egg? For the lowest prices anywhere, you got to go to my friends, Wassie's Meat Market. They will deliver and set up your big green egg so that you are cooking before they leave. Follow Wassie's Meat Market on Instagram or go to wassiesmeatmarket.com for your big green egg today.
Sweet chocolate reward. Sweet chocolate reward.
This is not just the sound of someone picking up a sweet treat at Walgreens. This is the sound of someone picking up a sweet treat right after receiving all their vaccines in one trip. This is the sound of treating yourself, because you protected yourself.
Stop by or schedule both your flu and COVID-19 vaccines today and grab yourself a sweet treat while you're at it. Vaccine subject to availability. State, age, and health-related restrictions may apply.
During Cybersecurity Awareness Month, LifeLock wants to give you helpful tips to protect your identity. Using multi-factor authentication can be a line of defense to help protect your personal information. But LifeLock offers comprehensive protection against identity theft. LifeLock not only alerts you to suspicious uses of your personal information, but also fixes issues that arise, guaranteed or your money back. Protect your identity today with a 30-day free trial at LifeLock.com. Use my name, Clay, as the promo code. Terms apply.
Unless you've been totally off the grid, you probably know there's a big election this year. Did you know that there's so much more than the president on the ballot? This year, we are voting for members of the House and the Senate, governors and state legislatures, school boards and sheriffs, and so much more. People are making decisions that shape your future, with or without you. So make sure you vote about it. Don't sit out this election. Get registered and ready to vote right now at whenweallvote.org. Sponsored by Civic Nation.
This is trial attorney Jeff Kaufman from the injury law firm of Kaufman & Lind. When people ask me what I do for a living, I don't even blink. I'm an accident attorney. For those who've never been in an accident, that carries a negative connotation. For those who have, they understand. They need an attorney to fight a billion-dollar insurance company, to make sure their bills are paid and that their future is protected. I'm very proud of what I do, and I take it very serious. If that works for you, contact me at whenyouneedus.com or dial 407-500-JEFF. That's 407-500-5333. Offices, Orlando.
Brought to you by the Capital One Venture X Business Card. With the Capital One Venture X Business Card, there's no preset spending limit, so the card's purchasing power can adapt to meet business needs. Plus, Venture X Business earns unlimited double miles on every purchase, so the more a business spends, the more miles earned. And when traveling, the Venture X Business Card grants access to over 1,300 airport lounges worldwide. The Venture X Business Card by Capital One. What's in your wallet? Terms and conditions apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com/VentureXBusiness for details.
Connection, opportunity, possibility. It's what we all want. Spectrum has built a world where anything is possible, with products and services designed to work better together for a seamless connectivity experience. A connection to family and friends, a connection to education, and a connection to new opportunities. So there's no limit to how big we can dream. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
We are professional grade at Orange Buick GMC. Online at orangebuickgmc.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman & Lind Studios. Why Kaufman & Lind? Find out at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, bank, B-A-N-K, bank. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Forever hovering over life's great dump button. You're listening to the
Around, and I want to give you one final moment here because the storm this week has caused us to put a pause on our latest merch run, and we left the window open. So now is the actual last second for you to snag that if you still want to over on the newsjunkie.com, because immediately after the show, I got to process the orders, send them over, get them printed next week, get them shipped next week, all of that stuff. So thank you for being patient. Obviously, Hurricane Milton screws all this stuff up timeline-wise, but they will be on the way very soon. And you last-minute folks, you can still get in over at thenewsjunkie.com. Is there another storm behind Hurricane Milton? That was all the buzz of the online world. That's what everybody was telling me on Twitter and on all of the social media websites.
Instagram,
oh, no. There's another one coming. And I've found that there's a really good strategy to adopt. You should do this too. Okay. Assume everyone on the internet is lying to you. Always assume everyone on the internet is lying to you. If you do that, your experience will be better. You will not lose money in scams. You will not be catfished. You will not believe a whole bunch of stuff that's not true. You will not change the identity of the person that you are because you find all these things that you find to be so offensive and you get angry at and you turn into an evil person. You won't do any of those things because you'll assume everybody on the internet is lying to you. Now, this is true for so many reasons. I'll give you an example. During the break, this is not even related to Hurricane Milton. During the break, I saw a couple of people were tweeting about mask mandates returning to the Bay Area in California. And they go, look at these crazies. These weirdo libtards are putting the masks back on the kids. And what are they doing? And I said, well, that seems stupid. Why would they be doing that? This is really dumb if they're doing this, or this policy. And I saw a story about it from some blog. Said, can you believe these dummies are doing this again? They want to control you. They want to control you. Then I found KTVU, the Fox affiliate in the Bay Area. And they said, here's the story. Mandates are returning to several Bay Area counties as an increase in COVID cases overlaps with the cold and flu season. The local health orders require masks to be worn in hospitals, skilled nursing facilities, and other healthcare facilities. So it's for nursing homes. Okay. And it's like, even if there's a bad flu outbreak, that seems like an okay idea. That's how you keep old people alive. So you would have got mad when you saw the headline. You would have thought, what, this is so dumb. Our world's falling apart. But then when you read what it's actually about, you go, oh, okay, I get it. I see what's happening.
It's almost like context matters.
Yeah, you got to read stuff. You got to pay attention. Everybody started tweeting around yesterday, forget Hurricane Milton. There's another one coming. Look, here's a radar loop. It's going to smash everybody that didn't die from Milton. Get ready to get flooded again. And for whatever grifting reason, or I don't even know, just attention in the digital click economy reason, they lied.
Make some monies.
To make money off of fear-mongering, they lied about this. Eric Burris from Wesh talked about this and did a video, and I thought that he was pretty spot on. But here he is if you missed this, okay?
May I, for just a minute, address something? I'm about to walk out the door, but my social media feed is already firing up.
What a cutie pie.
With this. People asking about, what is this next storm? What is Nadine?
Nadine?
Let me tell you something. There is no Nadine. There is no system that is organized and heading to Central Florida. I'll say it again for the folks in the back room, okay? There is no storm named Nadine. There is no organized storm heading our direction.
Bro, imagine being a weather person. In 2024, you're getting death threats about weather manipulation by the government, and people are making up new storms that are coming to the state.
That used to be the safe TV news profession.
Yeah, it used to be the one place where you didn't get any heat. There was no controversy around this. You said, that's my weather person. And when they go up there in front of the map and tell me what's going on, I believe them because that's what's going on.
Now instead, you're going to believe a meme from News Daily, spelled incorrectly, 2412 at
exactly.
Instagram.
Yeah, I saw it online. You're upset about this? Yes, I'm very upset. I'm incensed. I saw it online. Well, it's not true. It's what they want you to believe. Deep breath.
Man, all right, so let's discuss maybe where this is coming from. I'm a meteorologist. I don't know why people decide that they want to spread fake information, but computer models give data, their math equations, and over the last couple of days, they've hinted at something. They've hinted at something. You're talking 360 to 370 hours out. They've hinted at something. They hint at stuff all the time. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. So there's no Nadine heading our direction.
True.
This cone is from a TV station from a previous storm. Please calm down and trust people that are deserving of your trust, not some random person on social media.
Exactly. Trust the people who know a little bit more about this. Not blindly, of course, but trust the actual stories, not some loser online that you saw. It's such a big problem. Really, it is. I didn't think this would be in the hurricane world,
He
but
seems exhausted.
He's over it, man. And I'm sure I bet, like in his replies, there's people, yeah, that's what they told you to say, huh?
Yeah. Exactly. Who's paying you, huh?
All right,
Deep
yeah.
state?
There'll be all kinds of people. Somebody will think it's because they'll say he's a Jew, and that's, I don't know, man. It's like so many people.
Just a shill for big weather.
Yeah, big weather, whatever. Like, it's so dumb. So he's exactly right. That's what I was trying to tackle yesterday. One thing I did think was kind of interesting was that the NHL has made an announcement, all right? And I know this is going to affect you, Sabrina, and you, Josh. You guys are going to be heavily affected by this.
I've been waiting for this announcement.
Big NHL fans, and I have to tell you, the Saturday game, October 12th, between Tampa Bay Lightning and Carolina Hurricanes at Amalie Arena has been postponed.
No.
Right? Which is mildly funny to me because it's a game between the Lightning and the Hurricanes that is getting postponed because of the Lightning and the Hurricanes.
We already had that game.
And that's what the NHL says. They're not going to be doing this weekend. And
It's not over. Where do they play?
They play at the Amalie Arena, I guess.
Oh, okay.
And so that one's messed up. What's the other venue? I saw some photographs that said that amphitheater was pretty rocked, too.
The amphitheater got messed up, and the Trop in St. Pete got tore up as well.
Yeah. They're pretty bad, both of them. Like, there's a lot of work that's going to need to take place before they can continue on with that stuff. We're going to go to you in just a bit here with some dispatches as we roll into the weekend. A lot of people sending in photos from their experiences during Hurricane Milton, but things are opening back up, baby. It's happening. The airports, the theme parks, it's all going down.
Come on, the churches.
It's for that reason. Oh, that guy was legendary.
Still have it?
No, I don't think I do. I wish I did. That guy was so great. It was this man who was upset that people were spray painting his town. He said the churches, the stop signs, they spray painted everything.
Office.
And then I used to play it all the time. And then at one point, his son emailed me and says he listens to the show and he gets a smile out of it every time. We may have. I don't know. We've done so many things. It's hard to remember. So airports, attractions, all of that opening back up today. You're able to get food, I'm sure, pretty easily. Gas stations starting to even out. We're getting through this. You're just waiting for you straggler folks to get your power. And I really honestly feel for you. I know you might think he's saying that and he doesn't, but until 10 o'clock last night, I was in exactly the same position you were in, and I was so mad, so angry about stuff. And looking at the overall map, there's still a lot of folks, especially in Tampa and St. Pete, 2.3 million people without power.
And Bradshaw.
And him, Jack Bradshaw, as well.
He's big mad.
But I will tell you, despite what one dispatcher said yesterday, I drove around my neck of the woods, and there were power people all over the place. There were trucks from everywhere that were being dispatched to each individual location to try to fix stuff.
I'm kind of just imagining if your power was still out and how different you'd be sounding at this very moment.
I went through all these phases. I was
an emotional
miserable.
roller coaster.
I was honestly yesterday at one point, like 6, 7 o'clock after the power came on and teased me. It was on for like 20 minutes and then it turned off. And I was sitting there. I was just miserable. I was real, and I shouldn't
Did you cry?
I almost cried, Josh. I was mad. And Courtney goes, "Oh, it's okay. It'll come back on. It'll come back on." And I said, "It's never going to come back on." She was calm, and I was losing my mind.
And she was stuck in the house majority of yesterday.
She was stuck in the house, yeah, and she didn't freak out at all. And then when the power came back on, I was like, thank God. So I feel you, and I know what that internal rage is like, and I hope any minute now yours is going to come back too. The only thing I could tell you that helps me is if you go away for a little while. If you go, we're going to get a lunch, go get lunch, take a long time. Enjoy the fact that the place you're at has power, sip on some drinks, have some food.
I think Uber's up and running, so get hammered.
Yes, even do that. Go spend a couple hours, get hammered, and then you could have the greatest surprise ever when you return home, and that the power gods have looked down upon you smiling for once.
That or Sean got his afternoon plans completed.
My afternoon plans completed.
With the hands and the linemen. You're trying to help the people out now, are you not?
Look, I can't physically do this for all of the people that are out there assisting. It's just
yet he
not
does it
possible.
3 times a day to himself.
I do not. All right, we are going to take a quick break. When we return, we have to talk about some teachers that are in very big trouble. They are in a lot of trouble right now, all because they gave a little something to their students. Now, parents are raging. What was it that they gave those students? You're going to find out. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
The Jim Colbert Show. Out of context.
I am not a chocolate sucker. What I do like to do, though, is bite them in half and extrude the peanut while the shells of the M&M are dead in my mouth.
That's what it is. You're a nut sucker.
I'm not a nut sucker, Deborah.
The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Emergency services are still working hard to clear the roads and restore a bit of normalcy here. Some areas still have standing water. Traffic lights are out. And if you're traveling on the roadways this afternoon, just travel with caution. The tolls have been suspended, and there's bumper-to-bumper traffic westbound on I-4 approaching US 27 there, backed up from the beach line. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Wawa. Wawa handcrafted beverages are just $3 or $4. From iced lattes to smoothies to a late-night milkshake. Get any handcrafted 16 or 24-ounce beverage for just $3 or $4. Gotta have a Wawa.
Blue Chew is a unique online service that's going to deliver you the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but it's in a chewable form and at a fraction of the cost. And why not try this out to see if you get a performance enhancement in the bedroom? You would want that, I would imagine. Blue Chew is there to help. They're an online prescription service, so there's no visits to the doctor's office or awkward conversations. You don't have to wait in line at the pharmacy. Shouldn't really have to worry about any of that, but you don't. And it ships right to your door in a discreet package. Their licensed medical providers will find you the right ingredient, the right strength, everything you need. And these are chewable tablets made in the USA. They prepare and ship them direct, so it's cheaper than a pharmacy. And here's your special deal. Try Blue Chew free when you use our promo code TNJ at checkout. You just pay $5 shipping. That's BlueChew.com, promo code TNJ. Your first month will be free. Why not give it a try? Go to BlueChew.com.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news. We offer HELOCs and home equity lines of credit with scores as low as 640. Find out if you're qualified today at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
With that mortgage guy, Don.com.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anna Jar Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In Office Orlando.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again. At work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text ALL to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T.
Allergy, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text ALL to 321321. That's all to 321321.
Relodyne and Suncoast Resources, the emergency fuel company with over 20 years of experience responding to major hurricanes, is now responding to Hurricane Milton in the Florida Gulf Coast and throughout the state of Florida. Please stay safe. For businesses needing bulk emergency fueling, water, generators, or propane, please call Suncoast Resources at 800-677-FUEL, extension 3501. We're here to help. 800-677-3835, extension 3501.
Get ready for fall road trips with Pep Boys. Shop and save on newly reduced prices on hundreds of tires. Save up to $420 instantly on select Cooper tires. That's up to $300 in savings with buy 3, get the 4th free, plus $120 in savings with free installation. Don't miss this chance to save big. Buy 3, get the 4th free, plus free installation on select Cooper tires. Ends 10/20/24. Tire discount equals the retail price of one tire in a purchase set, excluding taxes. Terms and exclusions apply. Visit pepboys.com for details.
During Cybersecurity Awareness Month, LifeLock wants to give you helpful tips to protect your identity. Using multi-factor authentication can be a line of defense to help protect your personal information. But LifeLock offers comprehensive protection against identity theft. LifeLock not only alerts you to suspicious uses of your personal information, but also fixes issues that arise, guaranteed or your money back. Protect your identity today with a 30-day free trial at LifeLock.com. Use my name, Clay, as the promo code. Terms apply.
I'm Carrie Champion, and this is Season 4 of Naked Sports. Up first, I explore the making of a rivalry. Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese.
Every great player needs a foil.
People are talking about women's basketball just because of one single game.
I just come here to play basketball every single day.
Clark and Reese have changed the way we consume women's sports. Listen to The Making of a Rivalry, Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search The Making of a Rivalry, Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese, and start listening.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Wassie's Meat Market, the best place to buy a big green egg.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, bank, B-A-N-K, bank. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
The only radio show strong enough to fight off a Category 5 hurricane. This
We obviously didn't talk about it this week, and usually everything is done and gone in a week with our merch drops, but I think we have like 50 left or something, so if you were wanting to get in on that, you can grab yours. Everybody's been kind of rocked by Hurricane Milton, but your last opportunity is from now until the end of the show, and then that's closed down, and we'll start printing those and get them shipped off to you next week. So thank you. Your merch is on the way, and we love you and appreciate you.
And if you lost a long sleeve shirt in the hurricane, this is your opportunity to get a crisp new one.
That's right. It's ready for you over at thenewsjunkie.com. Some teachers in trouble, and we have to ask ourselves, did they really do anything wrong here? And this happened at an elementary school. They said this is KTRK. They're reporting an investigation is underway after spring ISD teachers were accused of giving elementary school students special stickers, which that doesn't sound that bad. We had stickers when I was in elementary school.
Did you have stickers?
Yeah, we had like a bright, sunny sunshine sticker or like a cloudy storm sticker.
I love
if you had
the
a bad
bright,
day.
sunny sunshine sticker.
You know what I'm talking about. It's like the thing that indicated you did good. Yeah, maybe stars at some schools. It's like, here's a sticker, your kid did good today. Or you'd have to walk up to your parents with your head down. I got a stormy cloud.
Where are your stickers?
I'm sorry, I didn't do good today at elementary school. And if you got the sun sticker at my school, that meant you got to pick something out of the treasure box for that day or that week. Might have worked on a weekly basis. And there were things in that treasure box that were cool. There was spider rings. There were candies. There were all sorts of little trinkets that probably cost about $1 a piece. and they were really ripe for the taking if you had a good day. So you always wanted one. These stickers were different, though, as you might imagine. The school district said 2 Northgate Crossing elementary school teachers were removed from class and placed on administrative leave as police investigate the allegations.
Police.
Yeah, the police are looking into this. Well, I might be misleading you a little bit so far. It was a sticker with a starry night-like design, but this occurred during nap time, which I don't know if you guys had this, but yeah, my elementary school had nap time too.
Elementary school did? Ours was just like pre-K.
It was just in kindergarten. We had nap time, and everybody would lay out on their little mats in the classroom, and I got in big trouble because I went to Miss Green. Oh, I can't remember her last name.
That's why you didn't get stickers.
Well, I went to her desk. It's been so long now. And I went to her desk when she wasn't looking. I took the staple remover off her desk in kindergarten. And then during nap time, I would sleep right next to the wall, and I would take all the staples out of everything that was on the wall. And the posters would fall down, and I got in big trouble. I got a bunch of stormy clouds for that one.
Pain in the ass move. Why would
it
you
was.
do that?
And dangerous. Those things are sharp. Kids shouldn't be playing with those. So one of these kids comes home from school and has this sticker. It's got a little starry night-like design, and the girl in class says, "It's a sleeping sticker." Mom says, "Where'd you get this?" And she goes, "My teacher gives it to me for sleeping time." They start asking some questions, and I guess these were sleep aid supplement stickers that delivered melatonin to the kids.
Nice.
Nap time to give them these special stickers to drug them and put them to sleep for a little while.
I don't see the
Better
problem
than
with
whiskey.
that.
They're just trying to get some peace and quiet.
It's a supplement. It's not like Benadryl.
I wouldn't want to give it to my kid, but I don't know. There were melatonin on these stickers that they were giving these kids, and it was supposed to be sleeping stickers for them. And the parents got outraged. They were very, very mad. And now the teachers are under investigation for what went down. It's just a drug pipeline, the school system is now. You get your sleepy stickers in kindergarten, and then by 4th, 5th, 6th grade, you're doing the Galaxy gas. And you don't get off of that until at least high school when you move on to the bigger stuff. It's just from birth to the end, from cradle to the grave. You're doing these kind of things.
What year is ketamine class?
Ketamine is advanced, I think.
Okay.
I think
sophomore year of high school, I believe.
Yeah, you got to be at least in high school.
All right, I'm in AP ketamine.
If you're a little kid in a K-hole, there's problems that have occurred in your lifetime, all right?
Don't be so
good things.
judgy, dude.
Sorry, I am going to judge a little
the guy who
bit.
sucked off a AC unit
Whoa,
to get high.
Didn't know how that sentence was going to end for a second.
What was his name?
Freon?
Yeah. Yes, I did. I just didn't know you were headed there. All right. Here's Danger, who has a dispatch for us. Here we go. Hello? Hello? Oh,
glad to hear that most of us are okay and fine after the storm.
Same.
And me and mine just kind of posted up inside the garage with the garage door open and just had some chairs and some drinks and watched the mayhem happen.
Oh, nice.
And what really got us through, man, we just had like 104.1 on all night, and y'all coming in throughout the whole night was really cool. And I tell you, man, Drop It Like It's Hot is a damn good show, man. That stuff was funny. So, all right, y'all, be safe and have a good one. Peace.
Right back at you, Danger. Hope you're all good and up and running over there and all is well. We've got B-Dub talking about the finger of God.
Hey, junkies. I grew up in Arkansas and Little Rock, and I've seen a lot of tornadoes. Some ones I'll kind of point out to you if you want to look up the one that destroyed Cabot in probably the 70s, and also the one that cleared out Arkadelphia. Those are F5, so those are up to 318-mile-an-hour winds.
Arkadelphia?
There's a reason they call them the finger of God, because that's exactly what it is.
Is Arkadelphia real? Is that a real place?
I believe he's quoting Twister.
Arkadelphia. City of Arkadelphia. This is a real place in Arkansas. It sounds like they didn't have any good ideas for names, and some guy just came back from Philadelphia, and they said, what should we call this place? Arkadelphia was hit by a big, big tornado, I guess. Now there's 10,380 people that call Arkadelphia home, and thank you for your dispatch, sir. In the world of teachers, there are more than just one teacher or two teachers in the Sleepy Stickers case that are in trouble. So I got another one for you a little later on in the show. Anonymous Badger 69 on Twitch says, let's play a game where you stick like 30 patches on you and see how long you can fight the melatonin. Just load it up.
And then have sex.
Stickers from head to toe, just zombie walking through life. Melatonin will do it. I know it's just some safe thing that you could buy and it's, been tested. You get them on Amazon and stuff. But it does work. It's effective if you take a whole bunch of them. Actually, I think if you take too much, there's a point where it doesn't actually give you more of a benefit. But I have seen some success, at least anecdotally with me. All right. We are going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we got to talk about hacking vacuums because that's the thing. Oh, we'll push that past the next episode, which is coming up next. What is coming up on the next episode?
So glad you asked. What's coming up on the next episode? The Wiggles are back, and their latest genre is going to blow your minds. Dr. Dre said...
Nothing, you idiots. Dr. Dre's dead. He's locked in my basement.
Actually, nothing, you idiots. Dr. Dre's getting sued by his divorce psychotherapist for millions of dollars. Plus, we're going to think we're working in the wrong industry once you hear what this one cover band is making. All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio, at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan, brought to you by MyEternalVitality.com and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 8 p.m., it's Bungalower and the Bus. And at 9, we all find out what the hell Angel is listening to tonight on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hey there, Central Florida. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team Meteorologist Jessica Dobson, and we really couldn't ask for a better forecast post Milton. We are going to be looking at a good amount of sunshine, at least the first half of the day. But as we head into the afternoon, we'll start to see a couple of clouds build in as temperatures climb to a high of 81 degrees in Orlando. A few passing afternoon showers can't be ruled out, maybe a few downpours as well. As we look ahead to the weekend, though, temperatures closer to the middle 80s, about a 20% chance of rain. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan Injury Law Firm.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. For over 35 years, we've grown by offering our clients more offices, more lawyers, and recovering more than $20 billion. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Taking an antidepressant but still dealing with stress, mood swings, and trouble sleeping? Maybe your depression medication isn't working as well as it could. Find out by taking part in a clinical research study. Compensation is available to those who qualify and enroll. Call CNS Healthcare at 407-425-5100 or go to cnshealthcare.com to schedule an assessment for more on this depression research study for people who aren't satisfied with their current depression medication. That's cnshealthcare.com.
Is it a cold, allergies, or could it be a sinus issue? Aspire Allergy and Sinus can help you find out. A recent study has shown that 45% of patients who suffer from allergies also suffer from chronic sinus issues that are often left untreated. So ditch those nasal sprays and over-the-counter meds for good and find a solution that actually works. The specialists at Aspire Allergy and Sinus make it easy by identifying the problem and creating a custom plan to tackle it. Go to aspireallergy.com to schedule your appointment. That's aspireallergy.com.
Are you drowning in IRS tax debt?
I owe the IRS $37,000.
Get ready for a toll-free hotline. Take advantage of new IRS tax forgiveness programs that may protect you from IRS collection agencies. They have the power to garnish your wages, put liens on your property, and levy your bank account. Civic Tax Relief can help protect you from the IRS.
Civic Tax Relief basically represented me against the IRS, and by the time everything was completed, I didn't owe the IRS anything.
Find out about the Fresh Start program that is now available through Civic Tax Relief. Civic Tax Relief's special tax hotline can help you discover all the relief programs available for free.
I would recommend anyone who has a tax problem to contact Civic Tax Relief.
Just call 800-506-5803. 800-506-5803. Don't wait. Call now. 800-506-5803. 800-506-5803.
Mom, meet Sarah.
From first-time Nana moments.
Welcome to Flight 101.
To annual girls trip moments.
Your can't-miss moments are worth protecting against RSV. If you're 75 or older or 60 plus with a chronic condition like asthma, COPD, heart disease, or diabetes, you're at higher risk of being hospitalized from RSV. And there are no prescription RSV treatments. Check eligibility and schedule your RSV vaccine at vaxassist.com.
So where should we go next?
Sponsored by Pfizer.
Sweet chocolate reward. Sweet chocolate reward.
This is not just the sound of someone picking up a sweet treat at Walgreens. This is the sound of someone picking up a sweet treat right after receiving all their vaccines in one trip. This is the sound of treating yourself, because you protected yourself.
Stop by or schedule both your flu and COVID-19 vaccines today and grab yourself a sweet treat while you're at it. Vaccine subject to availability. State, age, and health-related restrictions may apply.
Wawa handcrafted beverages are just $3 or $4. From iced lattes to smoothies to a late-night milkshake. Get any handcrafted 16 or 24-ounce beverage for just $3 or $4. Gotta have a Wawa.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Sinex Saline nasal spray?
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultra-fine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
Send him your tips and your deepest, darkest secrets. Email tips up.
It's Friday, and the weekend is right on the horizon, so good on you, and I hope you have a fantastic weekend in the wake of Hurricane Milton. I want to get to this story real quick before the next episode because I thought this was kind of interesting and maybe a peek into the future. A lot of stuff can be hacked. A lot of stuff. I learned how many of my things in my house are online during the power outages from Hurricane Milton. And far too many things are connected to the internet. And in this case, there was robot vacuums. And if you have them at your house, they'll be called EcoVax Deboot X2.
I love
the name
that one.
of the vacuum cleaner. It's not a very catchy one. Roomba's the big one, right?
Yeah.
That's the big company out there. I do not have one of those. Do you have a Roomba, Josh?
I do, and I let it die, and I never use it.
It just sits there now?
Yeah,
just
poor guy.
Dead in its charging pad. EcoVax Deboot X2, though. These were Chinese-made vacuums that people had that would roll around their houses and stuff. And the problem was there was an issue with the software that made it vulnerable. And somebody discovered this, and they started hacking people's vacuums all over the country. And when they would hack them...
What's the end game there, though?
They could access a speaker on the vacuum, and they started saying things to the people who bought these vacuums. And some
this
guy
house
goes,
is nasty.
some guy goes, Daniel Swenson said, it sounded like a broken up radio signal or something. I could hear like a voice. I didn't know what it was. He didn't know what the glitch was, but he reset his password. And then he said there was no ambiguity about it. A voice was yelling racist obscenities loud and clear right in front of his son through his vacuum. That's how this was happening. I got the impression it was a kid, maybe a teenager, and maybe they were just jumping from device to device, messing with families. The second time around, he said he turned it off, and now he's just leaving his vacuum off in his house because it keeps shouting obscenities at him. So if you have one of those, beware. You could have very, very offensive things coming from your vacuum.
But is it doing a good job as far as the vacuuming?
Cleaning
in that
job?
Case, I can ignore it.
Yeah. Excellent. Racist teenagers, bad.
Yes.
But clean job, good.
As long as the floor is clean, call me as many slurs as you like.
I'll take the insults too. On some days, I'm fine with it. Like, all right, fine. Just do a good job and go back into your little pen afterwards and recharge, please.
You said the same thing to your housekeeper, did you not?
I did not. How dare you? Sabrina was talking about this story from Bath and Body Works, Josh, where Did they recall the candle that they put out?
Yeah, they did. And I think for good reason. The idea that this made it past the, production process. They went through with it.
Look at this, Josh. I'll put this up on See It Now. The candle, they realized only afterwards. It looks like a bunch of KKK dudes.
They're supposed to be snowflakes that hate black people.
They were like, look, it's called Snowed In, and we put this big design of a snowflake, and somebody must have got, like, I refuse to believe somebody at Bath & Body Works did this purposefully, but they put this out and nobody thought about it. Nobody thought about it until it hit the shelves.
With the cutout eyes and everything.
Uh-huh.
And then what else is associated with KKK is things on fire, and it's a candle for you to light your cross with.
Man, what a swing and a miss on the designer's part.
Pair that with your racist robot vacuum.
Now, what weird outlet is this going to be sold at still? Because that's a lot of product that they can't just throw out.
Or on eBay, because he's made it to the stores, I believe. I think they actually made it out there. I'll put it up on See It Now. KKK candle recall.
candle.
There we go. Got it for you. And that's up on the newsjunkie.com on the See It Now section. Let's get into it. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV, and you can't possibly keep up with all of it, even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
Jazzy sing-alongs, like, bring in the bailiff, some...
Oh, my God.
Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina. Hey.
Do you want to sing it again?
That was good enough by itself, I think.
All right.
Smoke weed every day.
Hold up. The next episode brought to you by That Mortgage Guy Don. Go ahead, John, with That Mortgage Guy Don's jazz song.
Bring in the mortgage, bring in the mortgage.
He is named Don, and he's
very similar to the Bring in the Bailiff tune, if you haven't noticed.
And also the WB.
Hello, yes. It's very close to the frog song.
That Mortgage Guy Don is here for you. Refinancing, buying your first dream home, doing a reverse mortgage. Perhaps you've never compared your first mortgage and you could be saving money. He's there to help you out. And if you want to start that process, go to thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
It was a mere 6 years ago, 2018. This guy right here.
Kanye West.
Poopy-doo scoop.
And he really found himself in a giant pile of poopity scoop when he met with Donald Trump in the White House. He was wearing a MAGA hat, and then he wanted to show him a photo of a hydrogen plane.
Mm-hmm.
And right in front of the cameras for everyone to see was him putting in his phone's password.
Oh, no.
Which was...
All zeros?
All zeros.
Oh, it's either that or like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Or 8008.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
For boobs?
Mm-hmm.
Or boob?
Boob.
I don't do that, I guess. I don't know. I have a very simple password because it's easier when you're driving to...
What is it?
All right. Are you writing this down?
Yeah.
2.
4.
4.
7.
7.
6.
6.
1.
1.
Pound sign.
Pound.
7.
7.
1.
1.
2.
2. This is quite long.
It is very long and a lie. Kanye is going to be part of the second story, and now he's being sued by a man. I think that we now have to have some sort of counter of how many lawsuits are headed Kanye's way, because I believe I read one story about him getting sued by another person every 2 weeks. If not,
that must be a nightmare to deal with that much stuff. Some of these cases blow up so big, like, for instance, the Diddy case. It blows up so big, and there's so many accusers that I say, this is a full-time job for like 20 people to handle all the accusations.
I say the same thing. Kanye West, he is now being sued by a man claiming to be his former director of intelligence. If you're a rapper, make sure to get one of those. He's alleged that Kanye ordered him to orchestrate investigations into both his wife that he may be divorcing soon, Bianca, and his former in-laws, the Kardashians.
He sicked the KIA on them?
Something like that. The man who is suing anonymously as John Doe be like, that rapper never paid him. Doe, he did all that work for him. Thank you. Several pay periods and caused him emotional distress. Now, per the lawsuit, in December of 2022, Kanye had initially hired the staffer to be his campaign manager during his presidential run for, I believe, what was it, the Party?
Yes, I think so.
And then he reworked his role to be Yeezy's director of intelligence. The man claims the position required him to be responsible for handling Yee's NDAs and other investigations, which included kind of really following the Kardashians and Bianca. The man says he was tasked to hire private investigators to tail Bianca without her knowledge whenever she traveled solo, including her visits to her family in Australia. This is the first time I've heard that she's Australian. 'Cause I've only seen her nipples and not
Isn't
heard her
it
voice.
so weird? That woman, people know her by vision because of all these news stories, and people know her by her looks, but I too have never heard Kanye's wife say a word. I have no idea what she sounds like.
And did you know that according to Kanye, his former in-laws were sex trafficking?
What?
Yes. So all this seems crazy, but then again, yes.
Well, what are the details? I need to hear more.
I
I'm not
think
going
the
to judge.
two words
just
sex and trafficking together is bad.
Tends to be, yes. It tends to be. What's the case in this particular instance?
He alleges that he began exhibiting erratic behavior, possibly as a result of the
He doesn't have to allege that, though, does he?
oxide. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure everyone saw it. He started laying off employees involved in the Yeezy brand. John Doe claims his working relationship became, real bad after he shared complaints from a Donda Academy staffer who said that the children had no windows, and amongst all the other things. That's a whole other lawsuit of Kanye's. So
Jesus.
We'll see how this one turns out. But while we're here doing rapper lawsuits this week let's talk about Whiz Guy right here.
That is Dr. Dre.
Snoop Dogg.
Yeah. Dr. Dre is right. I'm sorry. And now Dr. Dre has been accused of unbearable harassment.
Damn.
Yeah. And is being sued for not one, not two, but $10 million by a divorce psychotherapist. There's a new report from Rolling Stone. Dr. Charles Sophie has filed a lawsuit claiming that Dr. Dre hired him in 2018 to help strengthen the relationship between him and his now ex-wife, Nicole. Obviously,
there was
not a
stories
good
around
job.
that time about them getting the divorce and stuff, right?
Correct, yeah. The couple reached a settlement in 2021. In this new lawsuit, though, the doctor alleges that Dr. Dre contacted him and accused him of acting improperly. And it goes a little something like this. Hit it. Rather than treating the mediation, I think my eyes are breaking, guys.
It's been a long week, very long week.
Mediation process as an opportunity for healing. Young decided to take his frustrations about the mediation out on Dr. Sophie, frustrations that manifested themselves in the form of nearly a year-long sustained campaign of late-night texts, threats of intimidation, violence, and homophobic rhetoric.
Uh-oh.
What a cocktail. Minus the tail. These alleged texts, the lawsuit states, include an overly threatening message. In February of 2023, Dre reportedly told Sophie that he was going to have to pay for that and later called him a piece of poo-poo.
Oh, man.
And that is worth $10 million, is it not?
At least. Yes. Dre's got tons of money.
And no lawsuit here, but a rapper that's involved with the previous rapper, this guy. Eminem is right.
Damn.
And now he is part of the Billion Views Club on YouTube. Congratulations.
There you go.
You
Good
did
job,
it,
Marshall.
Joe. He passed 1 billion views for that song, The Real Slim Shady. So now he can stand up and go sit down with all the other billion views guys, which I believe is just the
It's like Taylor Swift.
Gangnam Style.
Gangnam Style. Psy.
Gangnam Style.
Psy guy. And, well, there you have it.
He tried to do another song.
What's
like,
that?
Pineapple, pen. You know what I'm talking about?
That's not him.
That's not him?
Give me a second. I need to edit that audio.
I thought he was the pineapple pen guy. It was a different dude?
That's a different guy. Psy did I'm a mother, father, gentleman.
You guys keep talking. I have to pull a lot of audio right now.
He's got a second job going on the side, just collecting clips of us.
Speaking of jobs on the side, let's really think about this. And if we do the planning in time, when Elon gets back, we proposed to him a tribute band that all of us are going to be creating. I need to stop this recording real quick.
I hear you.
There is a tribute band headed by Olivia Mojica. All right?
I love her.
A singer who shares kind of some similar features to, of all people, this gal right here.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift is right. And Taylor Swift, this Swift Tea podcast, a whole new podcast that's all based on Taylor Swift. And people are listening to it and they're making the news. They talked to the singer who is leading the Blank Space tribute band. And that, of course, is
It's
Taylor
a song,
Swift.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sing it. Go ahead.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I know that one.
Just try to sing it.
Blank space. I don't know how it goes.
No, that's it.
Busy weekend ahead of me.
You're like a farmer over there. I know what's happening.
Old Sabrina had some clips that I will play next week. So she's part of Blank Space Tribute Band. That's not how the song goes, but it doesn't matter because they are making bank space.
Yeah.
Thank you. They noted that every single gig like that this band is playing, she looks like Taylor Swift. I don't know if you want to pull it up. And show it to
what's her
people or
name?
Just take my word for it. Just do Blank Space Tribute Band.
Blank space. Okay.
And they say they're making not one, not two, but $18,000 a single show.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
And no word if Taylor has an issue with it at all.
She looks. Is that her? She looks exactly like Taylor Swift.
Also, when
you
it's
get
a projector.
closer, is it? No, that's not. She looks. When you get very close, you can tell it's not Taylor Swift, but it's pretty.
Now, does
pretty
she
accurate.
sound like it is? Well, it doesn't really matter because they're making $18K every single show. Taylor Swift has yet to comment, unfortunately.
Why?
Because she's dead. Thank you. And finally, do I have time? I have plenty of time, actually.
You've got time? Yeah, you're good.
Well, this group is back in the headlines, and you're not going to believe for what, John?
For what?
The Wiggles.
The Wiggles is right, and they're widowy in country now. They're just released their very first country song. They got a new truck, and in true country fashion, they wrote a song about it.
The Wiggles did a country album?
They just song so far. It's
Which one?
Big Red Car, but it is about a big red truck. It's called Big Red Ute. It's Aussie, a ute, Aussie slang for utility vehicle.
Beep, beep, chugga, chugga, a big red ute.
Is that how it goes?
I mean, it's just
I think that's how Big Red Car goes.
So I imagine this might be the new Baby Shark, at least for the next couple months. And it will be available for you. Only a couple seconds of it. Remember?
Yeah, I'll
the
quit.
Wiggles.
The big red ute, it goes vroom, vroom, toot, toot, toot. The big red ute.
Oh my God!
I was
I don't know
close.
what I was expecting something different, but I don't know why.
Vroom, vroom,
Wait, they have-
toot, you beaut.
They have a lady wiggle now?
Yeah, there's a lady wiggle. There's
Yeah, welcome to
one or two.
2024, Josh.
My bad.
Good God.
I'm a real man. I like all my wiggles to be guys. Thank you.
I'm just going to keep this recording. I'm going on 10 minutes now. And finally, let's go back to tradition. And this is very far back, traditionally speaking. This group right here.
Green Day.
Oh, yeah, Green Day.
And they're celebrating the Ready to Feel Old John 30th anniversary of Dookie.
Oof. Nice.
By re-releasing all the songs on outdated technology. You ready for it? We have
Cassettes?
It's called the demastered version. No, it's not. You think cassettes? That's child's play. We have Burnout. That's on a player piano roll.
Whoa.
Having a Blast on a floppy disk. Chump is on a Teddy Ruxpin. Longview is on a doorbell. Welcome to Paradise is on a Game Boy cartridge. Pulling Teeth is on an actual toothbrush. Basket Case is on a Big Mouth Billy Bass. She is on the hit clip. You remember the hit clip?
Yeah.
We have Sassafras.
Where you only got you got a real small portion of that song.
Just
on the
one
5
song.
seconds. Yeah.
Sassafras on an 8-track tape. When I Come Around is going to be on super old school wax cylinder. Coming Clean on X-Ray record. Eminus Sleepus is on an answering machine. In the End on a mini disc. FOD on Fisher-Price Records. And All by Myself on a music box.
Oh, even a secret song, huh?
Yeah, better believe it. On the boob tube, I don't care.
Yeah.
Just enjoy your weekend. Follow your dreams. Follow me on Instagram at Sabrina Ambra. And most importantly, stay with me, America.
Smoke weed every day.
Thank you, Sabrina. When we return, we'll get to somebody who got into a spat, a fight, if you will, in a neighborhood, and it left the entire neighborhood divided. This means that it was on next door. You get the point at this point in time, right? Well, what happened here was very, very interesting to me, and I want to explain what went down, and we'll see where you think the correct stance is. It was all about a neighborhood dispute, and it's coming up next on the News Junkie.
The Tampa Bay Bucks are in New Orleans to face the Saints this Sunday. Coverage starts at noon on Real Radio 104.1 and the free iHeartRadio app. Presented by Renewal by Anderson, official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Emergency services are still working hard to clear the roads and restore a bit of normalcy here. Some areas still have standing water. Traffic lights are out. And if you're traveling on the roadways this afternoon, just travel with caution. The tolls have been suspended, and there's bumper-to-bumper traffic westbound on I-4 approaching US 27 there, backed up from the beach line. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
At Valvoline Instant Oil Change, every day is game day. Get an expert oil change from our team in about 15 minutes. We're quick, but never rushed. Drive into any of our locations today. No appointment needed. Visit VIOC.com for up to $15 off your next oil change.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com.
Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
iHeartRadio Earth is here with a new way to enjoy our beautiful planet. Reduce your impact on the environment this fall by packing a waste-free lunch for school or work. Avoid foods with excessive packaging. Use reusable cutlery, napkins, cups, bags, and containers, and recycle or compost any waste when possible. Brought to you by iHeartRadio Earth and the National Environmental Education Foundation. To find more tips for smarter, sustainable living or to take action in your own community, go to iHeartRadio.com/Earth.
Connection, opportunity, possibility. It's what we all want. Spectrum has built a world where anything is possible, with products and services designed to work better together for a seamless connectivity experience. A connection to family and friends, a connection to education, and a connection to new opportunities. So there's no limit to how big we can dream. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
Help the planet with a tip from iHeartRadio Earth. Education doesn't just take place in the classroom. There are many ways children of all ages can learn about sustainability and the environment at home. Visit iHeartRadio.com/Earth for a list of resources, activity guides, and toolkits that are educational and fun for the whole family. Brought to you by iHeartRadio Earth and the National Environmental Education Foundation. To find more tips for smarter, sustainable living or to take action in your own community, go to iHeartRadio.com/Earth.
Florida's law enforcement officers know how to keep us safe. But Tallahassee politicians think they know better. That's why they're lying about Amendment 3. The truth? Amendment 3 will protect Floridians from marijuana laced with deadly drugs like fentanyl and provide billions in funding for police. Here's Gadsden County Sheriff Morris Young on Amendment 3.
I'm Sheriff Morris Young. Illicit marijuana laced with illegal drugs like fentanyl have destroyed lives. I know, because I've seen it firsthand. Amendment 3 will save lives by making marijuana safe, regulated, and lab tested. Amendment 3 will protect our community from dangerous illegal drugs while allowing law enforcement to focus on serious crimes. Vote yes on Amendment 3, the smarter and safer choice for Florida.
Paid political advertisement paid for by Smart and Safe Florida, 1400 Village Square Boulevard, Suite number 3, 321 Tallahassee, Florida, 32312.
We're definitely going to be late to the concert. I feel like we should be there by now.
I'm just taking a little detour.
I gotta fill up my gas tank, and I know this place a couple towns over where the gas is cheaper.
Are you serious? We're gonna be late for the concert because you're driving out of the way for cheaper gas? Just use Upside.
What's Upside?
Upside is the free cashback app that gets you real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait, I can get cash back just for buying the gas I need anyway?
Yes, I use it all the time, and I've made around $200. Now pull over so you can download the Upside app before we miss the concert.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code OIL25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank, PayPal, or as a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code OIL25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code OIL25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. That's code OIL25.
In this week's Marketers Report, we learn about the value of local influencers in uncertain times from Allison Griffin, head of marketing at State Farm.
The economy is tough for everyone, and taking a step back and understanding the pain that your customers are currently going through because of a tough environment is really important. We have 19,000 agents across the country, and they understand what's going on in those very unique communities. iHeart has such a broad broadcast reach that is local, connected, and for us to be able to touch customers with a local feel but at a national scale is so efficient and important for us.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to all, from national to local. Every audience, live conversations, trusted influencers, and the insights and data you need to grow. Not just a media company, iHeartMedia is your access company. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Mom, meet Sarah.
From first-time Nana moments.
Yeah, welcome to Flight 101.
To annual girls trip moments. Your can't-miss moments are worth protecting against RSV. If you're 75 or older or 60 plus with a chronic condition like asthma, COPD, heart disease, or diabetes, you're at higher risk of being hospitalized from RSV. And there are no prescription RSV treatments. Check eligibility and schedule your RSV vaccine at vaxassist.com.
So where should we go next?
Sponsored by Pfizer.
All 2024s must go. It's the model year-end event at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. New 2024 Nissans from 18.9. Make no payments till 2025 and 0% interest at Sutherland Nissan Orlando, home of the lifetime warranty.
VIN number RL897631. MSRP 20,050. VIN number 5104975 plus tax and fees and approved credit.
New South Window lives Southern weather. We prioritize keeping your family and your home comfortable all year round. That's why our energy-efficient windows and doors are made, installed, and guaranteed for life.
Save 35% off. Visit newsouthwindow.com/radio.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because your case matters. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, CASH. C-A-S-H. Cash. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
The game of magnets, taking over the world one terrible person at a time.
Moments. Big ups to SST Pierre, the latest Secret Shows subscriber. Thank you for unlocking Secret Shows. You can do the same over at thenewsjunkie.com. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com. Kenny emails the show, and Kenny says, a day late, $1 short. So as somebody who listens to the podcast, I'm listening to Wednesday's pod, and you were talking about tape on the windows during the hurricane. Well, there's a photo taken from my cousin's Facebook page, and I thought you might enjoy it. And it's somebody who put the X's, the tape X's across their windows. He said, I tried to do a photo dispatch, but I didn't know how to add text. I am dumb, LOL. And you can see, it's hard to see. But
now go back and see that their windows are perfectly fine because of the tape. Thank you.
They could have survived. That's the same logic. Did you see the photo of the guy who put the giant straps on his house?
Yeah.
Wasn't that someone that we work with?
No, I don't think so.
That was just on his bar, I believe.
No. This was like an entire house, and they put huge straps over the whole house.
Who's to say it didn't work?
Well, they're claiming it did. Hold on, I'll bring this up so you can see this.
That was one of those where I was looking at it really hard for a long time, not able to tell if it was AI or real life.
Yeah, it was, though. It was real. Here's the guy kind of going over his property and stuff. I don't know if he's going to curse. Hang tight.
Straps and hooks.
Okay, this is the report.
Showing us his unconventional approach to keeping his Orlando home intact.
Oh, it is in Orlando.
Hurricane Milton.
Preparing my house for the hurricane.
So he strapped the whole house down. And so after the hurricane, they go to get a checkup on him, and they go, it worked. It worked. And it goes, did it work, though? Your neighbors' houses are okay, too, and they're not strapped down. I don't know how successful this was. It's worth trying anything, I guess. They made national news on that one. So try whatever you can. Another email from Mark. Mark from Okeechobee emails tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Hi, Sean. Something off topic. That's always fine and welcome. My son, Bryant, took pictures last night of the northern lights over Hotchkiss, Colorado. Very unique and beautiful, as they're rarely seen there. He says, I think it's the Chinese messing with the Earth's magnetic field.
Right.
Mark Okeechobee. I saw a lot of people yesterday because I didn't understand this. Please, somebody who knows more about this, let me know.
I'm listening.
I may screw this up, but they said if you're in the northern portion, or at least last night, if you were in the northern portion of the United States of America, you could see the Aurora Borealis, which is the northern version of that, the northern lights, right?
Yeah.
There, if you don't know, there's a southern lights too. It's called Australia Borealis, but Aurora Borealis is the one that's up north. And they said if you're in the northern portion of the United States, you go outside and you could see this beautiful light show, Aurora Borealis. If you were in sort of the middle stretch of the United States, and I mean, horizontally across the country, you could see it, but it was a little bit more difficult. And then if you were down south, you were supposed to be able to see it, but you had to use your camera or something.
Okay.
I didn't see anything, but people who had good views of this were flocking outside and taking pictures.
It was the Chinese who did this.
Just he does. I think he's screwing around, but who knows? You never know what's possible.
It was a severe geomagnetic storm.
Yep.
And the major disturbance in Earth's magnetic field, often varying in intensity between lower levels and severe storm conditions over the course of the entire event. So we had a
very
big-ass
cool
storm,
looking.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing, I think he even talked about this, that there might be an issue with some technology. And from what I understand, there was, whether that had to do with Milton or both as a combination. But people had some issues, and as far as like their internet and their cell phones.
A lot of cell phone issues.
And you also got to see this cool crap if you looked up.
This was our little bonus, our little extra for some people in the United States, including his son. Now I want to take you to a fight, and it's time to judge this fight.
Okay.
I thought on first read, well, I know where everybody's going to come down on this, until I went into the comments section, and it was full of monsters. It was full of, what are these takes that I'm seeing here? Nextdoor, if you're not familiar, is the most local social media app that you can get on. It's the people in your community. You're supposed to be verified, and you can see all the drama that goes around in your neighborhood. And people will ask things like, when's my power going to be back on? Or there's a black kid walking around, or like just whatever stupid thing that they post on Nextdoor. You've seen this as many times as I have. And it's a lot of boomer posting. It's super fun to read. It's really good drama.
Your neighbors are racist, dude.
It's every neighborhood in Nextdoor has the thing where it's like, these kids came up to my front door.
Where are the parents?
Where are their parents at? And I'm like, I think they're selling chocolate bars or something. It doesn't seem that nefarious.
Drugs.
They claimed it's the world's finest. I tried it, and it is not.
Lies. So Kathy, I'll keep her last name out of it. Kathy posts on Nextdoor. Here's her story. So I have a neighbor who told my husband that my cats were scratching up his jet skis, and he would put them down with rat poisoning.
Okay.
My husband asked him not to do that and said that a different solution could be found. Then yesterday, right before the storm, 2 of my cats came stumbling home, disoriented and like drunk. I took them inside and they went into a coma. Both of them have passed away, she said.
God.
I confronted my neighbor with one of my dead cats in my arms, and I said, "Are you happy now?" He said he didn't do anything yet and to get off his property or he would call the police. I left and called the sheriff's office, says Kathy. Now, there were some more colorful comments from Kathy in the comments thread here on this post on Nextdoor. She revealed some things like she has dozens and dozens and dozens of cats that are strays around the neighborhood. She's the cat lady. She's the one that feeds all of them. And sometimes there's people like Kathy that think they're doing a real sweet, nice thing, but it becomes problematic. But I thought for sure that people wouldn't be supportive of some guy who's worried about his jet ski getting scratched up by a cat, possibly drugging to death these poor animals. And I was wrong. The entire comment section, it was like, keep your cats inside your house. Don't have your cats on somebody else's property. Don't mess up the guy's jet ski and your cat won't die. And almost all the people that I saw chatting, there was a couple of people like, sorry for your loss, but the vast majority of the people were saying, don't have your cats running around destroying this person's property. And I get it. That might be annoying. And I don't want to live next to Kathy. But you're cool with the dude actually poisoning the animals? That's not cool, man. That seems like we should all be in agreement that, hey, let's figure out a solution to Kathy and the cat problem, but not let's have the cats be poisoned as the center of that solution.
Also, is that not legal?
Oh, I think it's definitely illegal to poison the cats. I don't know. Maybe you say I put the poison out on my property.
I think at that point it might be a property dispute.
It might be, but then you can't just put poisonous stuff out on your property and then say somebody stumbled on it and it's their fault. That's like putting tripwires on your property, saying that you shouldn't have been here.
Guess I'll wrap up my tripwires then.
Sorry, Josh. We'll have to ask Moses about this. But everybody was going against this lady, this poor lady. And I could not believe it. But that's the way the arguments went in the comment thread. Sid, what do you think?
This was your neighborhood.
Yes, this is my neighborhood that this has happened. I don't know where. It's not like right next to me or anything.
Send me that link because if it's who I think it is, it might be actually my neighbor.
Yeah, it's not right directly near me.
I do have a lady who feeds all the cats.
Yeah.
I mean, all the cats. There are piles of cat food throughout my neighborhood.
Do you know if her name is Kathy?
I don't. I'll have to look at the pic.
Yeah.
That would suck. She's very passionate, and she's a very sweet lady. And I know one of my neighbors at one point called the cops on her for doing that.
Oh, really?
For feeding the cats, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, though? Like, Nextdoor will show you ones that aren't directly within a couple of blocks of you. This one seems to be a little bit further away, so maybe it is closer to you over there. And Kathy, the cat lady, was very, very upset, obviously. Let us know what you think. Who's in the right there? Give us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and record yours right now. Daniel is saying, be kind to the folks out there who are helping us out after Hurricane Milton. He's right about that.
Hey, this is my first time dispatch, but I want to say that for those that don't have power, just be super nice to the linemen. My brother's a lineman out there for Helene, and then he in Clearwater, and he's been working 24 to 25-hour shifts for the past month. So they're working hard to get everyone back on with power. Just be super nice to them. He's been telling me he's got stories of people complaining to him, which is crazy in my opinion. But all I want to say is just, be careful, be kind, and you'll get your power on eventually.
True.
We'll go pop.
Yeah, yelling at the linemen, bad strategy. Not good strategy at all. That's not going to make them want to finish up what you're doing. Just leave them alone. I was so desperate. I saw them working around the corner from my house.
About what you were going to do.
And I was going to go over there and not do that. But I was going to say, I'm the radio guy. I was going to just say.
But your shirt was like tucked in a certain way. And it makes it look like a bikini top.
No, I didn't do that.
Like
I would have, but I didn't. I was going to go over there and go, hey, are you working on this street? And are we expected to have our power up? But I just didn't want to bother them. I didn't want to mess with those guys.
And you'd probably be the 15th person who's asked them.
Of course. Yeah, I totally got that. I wanted to, but I held myself back from doing it. Oh, some of you are sending in your photos of the Northern Lights. Thank you for that. This is in Williamsburg, Virginia. It kind of just looks like a pink hue out there.
It's very pretty.
Yeah, it's beautiful to look at.
Nice.
And they were enjoying that last night in places where you don't have so much light pollution that you can't even see that far. But thank you for that photograph dispatch, a.k.a. photo dispatch. Not sure if I said photograph. And we'll get to more of yours in a bit. I want to take a break, and when we come back, here's what we're going to do. Mailbox money time. And I think for the first time ever, almost all of us are going to be eligible for this mailbox money.
All right, now we're talking.
And it could be a big chunk, too. So I'll tell you what this is that you may have used. I think you did. And you could be eligible for a whole bunch of cash. Mailbox money is coming up next on the News Junkie.
You text us at 77031 and we say it on the air. Sometimes we might even give you credit. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Traffic is slowing down on Florida's Turnpike northbound between Oakland Exchange and Hancock Road. Bumper-to-bumper traffic westbound on I-4 approaching State Road 429. Traffic is backed up from State Road 535 there. And just keep in mind, travel with caution on the roadways. Traffic lights might be out and local crews might be on the roadways. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan Injury Law Firm.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. For over 35 years, we've grown by offering our clients more offices, more lawyers, and recovering more than $20 billion. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Guys, let me tell you about Blue Chew. This is something you need to get on board with now. Give it a try. See how it works for you. It's a performance enhancement for the bedroom. Why not have a little bit extra and give you that extra confidence when you get that Blue Chew? And this is an online prescription service, so there's no weird conversations. You're going to do everything right from the website. It's so easy. And you only have to pay for shipping for your first month. So this is like a no-brainer to give this a shot. Their licensed medical providers at Blue Chew are going to work with you to find the right ingredient and strength for your prescription. If you don't like swallowing pills, their tablets are chewable. They're made in the USA, and they ship right to you, and it's cheaper than a pharmacy. So if you think you could benefit from this extra confidence when it's time to perform, go to BlueChew.com and try Blue Chew free when you use the promo code TNJ at checkout. That's TNJ. All you have to pay is $5 for shipping, and it's BlueChew.com, promo code TNJ at BlueChew.com.
We're definitely going to be late to the concert. I feel like we should be there by now.
I'm just taking a little detour. I gotta fill up my gas tank, and I know this place a couple towns over where the gas is cheaper.
Are you serious? We're gonna be late for the concert because you're driving out of the way for cheaper gas? Just use Upside.
What's Upside?
Upside is the free cashback app that gets you real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait, I can get cash back just for buying the gas I need anyway?
Yes, I use it all the time, and I've made around $200. Now pull over so you can download the Upside app before we miss the concert.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code OIL25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank, PayPal, or as a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code OIL25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code OIL25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. That's code OIL25.
Relodyne and Suncoast Resources, the emergency fuel company. With over 20 years of experience responding responding to major hurricanes is now responding to Hurricane Milton in the Florida Gulf Coast and throughout the state of Florida. Please stay safe. For businesses needing bulk emergency fueling, water, generators, or propane, please call Suncoast Resources at 800-677-FUEL, extension 3501. We're here to help. 800-677-3835, extension 3501.
October in Central Florida means perfect weather and outdoor adventures. The Filatowski Eye Institute has been enhancing our community's vision for over 30 years. Imagine experiencing our beautiful beaches, lush parks, and exciting theme parks with crystal clear vision. Whether you're watching sunsets at the coast or spotting wildlife in the Everglades, LASIK can make every detail pop. Schedule your free consultation with the Filatowski Eye Institute. Just text 1041 to 868686. This season, fall in love with your vision with the Filatowski Eye Institute.
During Cybersecurity Awareness Month, LifeLock wants to give you helpful tips to protect your identity. Using multi-factor authentication can be a line of defense to help protect your personal information. But LifeLock offers comprehensive protection against identity theft. LifeLock not only alerts you to suspicious uses of your personal information, but also fixes issues that arise, guaranteed or your money back. Protect your identity today with a 30-day free trial at LifeLock.com. Use my name, Clay, as the promo code. Terms apply.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by crimeline.org. Give a tip anonymously. Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, CASH, C-A-S-H. Cash. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Your direct line to the heroes that saved Canada that one time.
Been a kind of strange week, so we had to leave that up, and they are going to production. Those of you who have been picked to have your names on the new design, you will be informed this weekend, and I'll give you a short window, which you could change it from your actual name to whatever you want on the design. So make sure if you got a shirt, you're paying attention to your email. If you didn't, your last minute opportunity is right now. They may be gone before I end this segment. Who knows? Definitely before the end of the show, and that'll hit full sold-out territory. It's been a strange week doing this, but here we are. Go get those now at thenewsjunkie.com. Mailbox money. Who doesn't want some extra cash, friends? This is a good one. And they didn't buy a convenient URL for this, which is kind of frustrating. So I put the link up on See It Now. Mailbox money, if you're new to the show, we find out when all these companies have class action lawsuits. It's usually, did you buy an iPhone? Did you purchase a Samsung product? Did you
get your identity stolen just because of one game on Farmville for whatever reason?
Yeah, any of those kind of things. They do these huge settlements, and nobody bothers to take the time to fill out one simple form, and then you just wait, and then you get money in the mail. Mailbox money is what we call it. And we've had all sorts of people do this listening to the show. In some cases, people have done it and gotten thousands of dollars. And it's a why not kind of thing. If somebody's just handing me $30, $50, $150, why would I not grab that? And the more you do, all of a sudden you'll find them trickling in as time goes by. But this one, I think, applies to all of us. I think everybody can get in on this. Here we go. On the show here, Sabrina, Josh.
Yeah. What up?
Have you used Google.com?
Spell it?
Google.
I absolutely have. Multiple times in one day.
You're in. Here's the only little twist on this. From June 1st, 2016 to December 1st, 2023, did you use Google's incognito mode?
I'm sure I have.
This just means, have you ever used Google's incognito mode? And the answer is yes. Everybody's used this. You have something you don't want in your search history.
Especially when you're watching porn.
Not because it's nefarious, but because you don't want it in there or you want to put it in a different browser. And it's very common that people use incognito mode. And if you can answer yes to those two questions, you can get money from Google. And it's paying out a lot. This says if you use Google's incognito private browsing between 2016 to 2023, you may be entitled to up to $5,000 in compensation.
Nice.
Based on statutory damages available for privacy violations. There is no cost to join. And in a contingent fee case, attorneys only receive payment if your claim is successful. No upfront costs or fees or any of that stuff. The link is on.
Like, disclaimers that are very low and high pitched.
It's totally legit. It's just one of these class action settlements that they have to then put the thing out there and gather all the people who have been wronged by the company. And I put the link up at thenewsjunkie.com on See It Now. So if you've ever used Google and you've ever used an incognito browser, you're good to go. On the website, they ask you, have you done that? You put yes. They say, when you use incognito mode, did you believe your data was being kept private? And you answer that. And then you go in and tell it how many times you've used incognito mode.
How much time do we have? What's the deadline? Did you say it? I'm sorry.
It doesn't say. It says it takes 2 minutes to do it. You answer a few simple questions, and then you just hit submit, and you're good to go. Are you eligible if you used Google incognito mode between June 1st, 2016 and December 1st, 2023? If you expected your browsing activity to be private, if you did not always consent to Google tracking, and if you're 18 or over as a U.S. resident, you're eligible for this. Google violated your privacy by tracking your activity even in private incognito mode. They sold your personal data for profit, and they misled users into a false sense of privacy. Simple, one link over at thenewsjunkie.com and See It Now. And if you are on the top end of that, it pays out up to $5,000. Crazy.
Also, it would be crazy if this is like a double down on stealing all of your identity as well.
It's not. Stop telling people this is not legit.
I'm just saying it would be kind of funny.
No, it's Don Bivens, the attorney who fought Google on this case. Yes, it's. You think
sounds
Bivens
like a
is
sitcom character?
It might sound too good to be true, but it's a real class action case. The link is over on See It Now at thenewsjunkie.com. Go get your money. Don't listen to Sabrina out there with her.
Oh, I'm getting my money.
Go get your. I'm filling this out after the show. 100% guaranteed that's happening for me. There is an EV company. When I say EV, I mean electric vehicles, as most of you know. I'm not super familiar with this company, but I have seen one before. Have you guys ever seen with your very eyes an electric vehicle called a Fisker? Fisker.
Yes.
I don't.
I've seen one of these. Let me bring this up. Fisker. Fisker is the name of the vehicle. Their cars look kind of cool, and they were getting bigger for a while. This is what they look like if you haven't seen them. They have cars and SUVs that they have had on the marketplace for a while. But things are going bad in the world of Fisker, and they officially filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in Delaware yesterday. They said there's various market and macroeconomic headwinds that are causing a problem, and this is a whole company that's folding right now.
Oh.
They were burning through $70 million a month. They burned through $1 billion total.
Yeesh.
And starting up a car company is a capital-intense business.
But to burn through it is not good business planning.
Yeah, eventually you got to pay the piper, and that's it. They're going out of business, and they said there's a huge problem now. There's a lot of people who have these cars where they're claiming they're bricked. The software is what runs the car. Software is not being updated anymore. Company filed for bankruptcy. These people are saying, my car literally doesn't work because this company filed for bankruptcy. This goes to what is a
Talk
huge
about a
thing.
class action.
Yeah, but there's no money there. The company's gone. There's no money for you to actually get. You're screwed. That's what sucks about this. Courtney has a thing. We're looking for a new car for her probably in the next couple of months. And I showed her a bunch of cars, and she said, oh, I really like this type of car, but I want one that's actually a year or two older. She wants less of the computer stuff and more knobs. She doesn't want some big-ass screen where everything, including like the on button,
would
is on a
love
screen.
a Mini Cooper because it looks like you are a pilot on an airplane with all the knobs, and it's like switches.
Everything, has its own switch or knob or button. That's what she actually likes. She wants everything to be
physical. I did the switching a lot for the streamers.
It was she wants everything to be very physical and work that way, so it can't break on her with software. And I get that. I think some of it's dumb. The idea that to start a Tesla Cybertruck, there's not even just a button. You have to go onto the screen and go over to power
Their
up.
steering wheel is technology. It's not.
Yeah. All of it is software. Yep. All of it is software. And so when the software goes south, the car goes south. It's not like it used to be where you bought an engine and a drivetrain and the stuff that comes around it. And once you purchased it, start it up and drive that car. Something broke, go to the auto repair shop, get a new part for it. What happens when the majority of the car is run by software and the creator of the software goes under? Your car stops working. That's what happens for some of these people who have these Fisker cars. And if you're out there and you have one, I'd love to hear your story. Maybe yours is working perfectly still, but I want to hear what your experience has been, okay? So hit us up, tips@thenewsjunkie.com, or send a dispatch over on the website. This would have been pretty infuriating, and I want to tell you kind of the details around this, because they just aired an ad, a commercial on The View that the people on The View were pissed off about.
Joy? No joy.
It featured the people on The View, and it was taking shots at them. But they had to legally air it. So it would be the equivalent of somebody buying a political campaign ad where they played it on this show, and you have to legally give them the ad, or not give it to them, but you have to legally sell them the ad.
But what if you're not running for anything?
Doesn't matter.
Still use anybody else.
Yeah. Nice. As long as you're not doing anything that's against the FCC guidelines, if you're running a campaign ad, you could buy a commercial on the News Junkie and say, though you hear the News Junkie talk about this garbage every day, here's that. And they could do that.
Thank you for inspiring.
And they did that on The View. And the craziest thing was, before the ad airs, everything stops. Dead silence. Screen goes black. It says, the following is a paid political advertisement, and the ABC television network is required to carry it by federal law. The advertisement contains scenes that may be disturbing to children. Everybody's paying attention now, right?
Sure.
Like if you're watching this TV and then everything gets quiet and then you hear that, and this political ad rolls, and there was nothing they could do about it. Here it is.
I am so sick of stupid celebrities and lying journalists. Why don't you fools follow the science? This is a human being. Human being, human beings. And these are dead human beings, murdered by abortion.
Wait, this was blurred out, or it's legitimate?
No, I think they actually showed some of the footage of this.
That's daytime, dude.
Yeah. This is blurred out for these purposes. I think the original is actually not censored.
If history even remembers you, you'll be remembered like Leni Riefenstahl and Joseph Goebbels. The name of the wicked will rot. Ignore these sleazebags. A vote for Kamala is a vote for murdered babies. I'm Randall Terry, and I approve this message.
And they had to air that. Randall, look at Randall.
Who is that
This
guy?
is 100% legitimate.
This is real.
Is he in a radio studio? What is that?
He also does some cover bands on the weekend. If you want to play at your bar mitzvah.
Randall Terry is running for office for president. Terry 2024 is his campaign. You can tell what his major issue is. It's not very hard to pick up on what he's focused on. But the photo of him, he's in some sort of studio. There's a guitar next to him. I'm imagining he's some sort of musician or something.
Him on the phone.
It's not. No, he's just going to talk about abortion.
You're supposed to have a corporation when you're running for political office.
I don't know. I don't know how he's got this all worked up, but I would assume he's above board since he's running ads on The View.
Man.
And that can't be cheap either. He must have spent a bunch of money to do this. And The View would love to go, no, we're not airing that. We don't want that on during our show. They can't.
That's their local station. I don't think that it's The View would never even know.
Local station can't do anything either. They literally have to run the ads. This guy's so intense, man. Classic Randy, they're saying over on chat. This says, The View is forced to air an ad comparing its host to Nazis and showing graphic images of abortion. The commercial aired during the final break of yesterday's episode of The View. It was made by presidential candidate Randall Terry. It shows Miley Cyrus licking a cake next to Whoopi Goldberg.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Miley.
The View's 6 co-hosts, along with media figures like Jake Tapper, Dana Bash, Taylor Swift, and Oprah
Jackson,
Winfrey.
I saw.
After the ad, ABC, before and after, they had that warning. They said the proceeding was a paid political advertisement that the ABC television network was required to carry under federal law. The advertisement contains scenes that may be disturbing to viewers. So, and that's just so weird. It's going to grab so much attention.
How are there not any lines? Like, the FCC will be like, don't you curse. Don't you use any words that everyone else is using. And yet we can show aborted babies.
This says censored, and I'm assuming that means that they have censored it for this post. Or because he said, look at this. He said, look at this, referring to
whoever's running against them, be like, this guy's a nut job. Vote for me.
Who's running against him is Trump and Kamala Harris. The guy's running for president. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I forgot it was president.
He's going all the way for the big house for this thing. Is he going to win? No, he's not going to win. But this must have been expensive. It would. God, I would be shocked.
If he does, then I really do think that we need to consider where we live.
Could you imagine the majority of Americans go to the ballot box on election day and they go, you know what? I need something different. Who we got here? We got Trump. All right, I don't want to do that. Kamala Harris. I don't want to do that. Randall Terry? Okay. Randall Terry for president.
Sounds like a guy I'd have a beer with.
But then every presidential address, he has to do 15 minutes of cover songs on his guitar.
I guess so, yeah. Listen to this. Oh, hold on. Can I Google Randall Terry music, or is it all going to be about this ad? Randall Terry music.
Oh, we'll find it, dude.
Randall Terry's on Apple Music. He's on Spotify, YouTube. But it says only 16 monthly listens, which isn't very big. Oh, this is him right here. This is him right here. Coming soon, Dragon Slayers, the story of Operation Rescue. This is like his whole life. He's about this.
That's not the same guy.
This doesn't look like the same guy at all. Yeah, maybe he grew his hair way longer. Maybe it's just some dude. But it says Randall Terry, and it's all the same stuff. I'm being careful what I'm scrolling to here. Time Boys. He does something in entertainment.
Oh, I found something. I found a news story, and I am sending it to the group chat.
All right.
And I have not heard it, but boy, this is the person that I recognize. He's in Binghamton.
All right.
Binghamton? 9 days ago. And he is destroy the democratparty.com as his website is.
Yeah, this is the guy. Did he just grow his hair out?
No, that was the same picture.
A controversial figure from Greater Binghamton's past made a visit to our area today as a candidate for president. Anti-abortion activist and Operation Rescue founder Randall Terry
held
a news conference outside of Binghamton City Hall this morning as he campaigns against Proposition 1 on the New York State ballot.
His website
He's got old money. That right there, just by the side of it.
Destroy the Democrat Party.
That's a $500,000 RV.
Wait, he just did it in like Times New Roman. There's no stylistic
design. It's italics.
Is it italics? That's all he's got? This guy has been arrested like 40 times or something.
Terry is currently the Constitution Party candidate for president. He is traveling with his vice presidential...
Wait, what did that say? Hang on. They showed like a flyer. Okay. Terry. It says Terry in Broden 2024.
Oh, Broden's the priest.
Black genocide, transgenderization.
Genital mutilation, I have a feeling.
Betrayal of something, probably parents, pervert, or I can't see. It's cut off. That's why I'm struggling with this. It's not that I don't know these words.
Exciting.
Just for the record, I do know the words. It's just cut off in this photo.
He is traveling with his vice presidential candidate, Stephen Broden, who is a black pastor from Dallas, Texas. Terry plans to start airing television ads.
Wait, what? Hold on. The graphics that are there, it says... Come back, we'll sink without you. And then it has the DNC Titanic as a drawing on his poster.
There's a lot to unpack here.
It's got like all these little characters and stuff. Jesus said you people deserves millstones, not our votes. Man, we won't vote for black genocide anymore.
Television ads opposing Prop 1 in New York State
markets
the VP. That include graphic and disturbing images of what are presented as aborted fetuses.
Damn.
Terry says that because he is a candidate for president, federal election law requires that stations air his advertisements without editing or censorship, despite the challenging imagery.
Here he is.
Imagine trying to fight anti-Semitism without showing pictures of dead bodies in Auschwitz. Imagine trying to
you could do that.
segregation without showing Emmett Till's body, or the dogs in the water cannons, or the black men hung by the Ku Klux Klan. It's impossible. In every social revolution in America, incendiary images were used.
Okay, all right. This guy
Social
is very
revolution
intense.
typically deals with people who are alive and can talk.
Don't say that to Randall Terry. He's going to have a real word with you. He doesn't
I found
stand for that.
I think I did, but FCC. There's
the
a
rules?
complaint against him already.
Oh, really? Somebody filed a complaint?
I sent you the link.
All right.
Because this is all like document PDF. So we have a break in which we can dive in, but I want to know more
I'll
about
take a look at this.
Terry fella.
We'll go deep down this rabbit hole. We'll go to your dispatches, and we'll do jury duty with the teacher that I talked about. Another teacher in trouble in jury duty. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio. It is.
The Monsters in the Morning.
And also, this is a man who wants a full fringe suit, by the way. So
well, listen, I can be fruity tooty sometimes. That's fine. I'm talking about full. Oh, I saw that you just recorded that.
Thank you for that.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
This is 11-year NBA veteran Katina Mobley. This is what's trending from iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Batteries Plus.
The Yankees grinded their way past the Royals to the ALCS. Unlike the Bronx Bombers of old, these Yankees are a different bunch. They don't intimidate you like the Yankees teams of the past. Aaron Judge had a season for the ages, and even he was overshadowed by Ohtani this year. The Yankees used to be the only franchise in the VIP room. Now, Mets, Padres, Dodgers, it's crowded. I'm Colin Cowherd.
At Batteries Plus, you'll find trusted, dependable, fully charged batteries for your car or truck. Plus, free battery testing and expert installation, too. Life's waiting, and you have places to be. Power on with Batteries Plus. Over 700 locations nationwide.
I'm approaching the age where I'm going to start getting my clothes the same place I get my groceries.
Angela Johnson-Reyes, the Family Reunion Tour at Hard Rock Live Orlando, April 10th. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
New South Window lives southern weather. We prioritize keeping your family and your home comfortable all year round. That's why our energy-efficient windows and doors are made, installed, and guaranteed for life.
Save 35% off. Visit newsouthwindow.com/radio.
Mom, meet Sarah.
From first-time Nana moments.
Welcome to Flight 101.
To annual girls trip moments. Your can't-miss moments are worth protecting against RSV. If you're 75 or older or 60 plus with a chronic condition like asthma, COPD, heart disease, or diabetes, you're at higher risk of being hospitalized from RSV. And there are no prescription RSV treatments. Check eligibility and schedule your RSV vaccine at vaxassist.com.
So where should we go next?
Sponsored by Pfizer.
Seminole Hard Rock Tampa is excited to bring you live craps, roulette, and sports betting. All under one roof, hotter than the Florida sun. Feel the luck of the dice, watch the roulette wheel spin, and scream for your touchdown as the big screen comes alive. Dine like a rock star, sip cocktails that shimmer, then dive into the heart of Las Vegas right here in Tampa Bay. Live craps, roulette, sports betting is here. Get in on the action now. Only at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Tampa, located off of I-4 near I-75. Gambling problem? Call 1-888-PET-MINUTE.
Join the Monsters in the Morning live broadcast from Touchstar Cinemas for the red carpet premiere of Daisy Del Toro's new movie, Melt on This Music. Friday, October the 18th, starting at 6 a.m. 2 chances for you to be one of the first people to catch the new film, 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. Get your tickets now at RealRadioMonsters.com. General admission and VIP packages available starting at just $15. Oh, I almost forgot. Tequila Del Toro and Triple R blended whiskey specials sold at the bar. The red carpet premiere of Daisy Del Toro's new movie, Melt on This Music, Friday, October 18th, starting at 6 a.m. All the information and tickets are available at RealRadioMonsters.com.
This is trial attorney Jeff Kaufman from the Injury Law Firm of Kaufman Lind. I bought a pair of Jordan 5s off eBay. They went through the authentication process. When they got here, something was wrong with them. I put them on and they immediately self-destructed. I contacted eBay. They said they weren't responsible. I filed multiple emails, photos, complaints. I didn't stop till I won. That's what I did for a pair of tennis shoes. Imagine what I would do for you. Contact me at whenyouneedus.com or dial 407-500-JEFF. That's 407-500-5333, offices Orlando.
Florida's law enforcement officers know how to keep us safe, but Tallahassee politicians think they know better. That's why they're lying about Amendment 3. the truth? Amendment 3 will protect Floridians from marijuana laced with deadly drugs like fentanyl and provide billions in funding for police. Here's Gadsden County Sheriff Morris Young on Amendment 3.
I'm Sheriff Morris Young. Illicit marijuana laced with illegal drugs like fentanyl have destroyed lives. I know because I've seen it firsthand. Amendment 3 will save lives by making marijuana safe, regulated, and lab tested. Amendment 3 will protect our community from dangerous illegal drugs while allowing law enforcement to focus on serious crimes. Vote yes on Amendment 3, the smarter and safer choice for Florida.
Paid political advertisement paid for by Smart and Safe Florida, 1400 Village Square Boulevard, Suite number 3, 321 Tallahassee, Florida, 32312.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 original stations for you to explore right now, like Coffee Shop Radio.
Bad habits lead to you. Yeah, they were all yellow.
Just search Coffee Shop Radio and listen now on your free iHeart app. Free never sounded so good.
During Cybersecurity Awareness Month, LifeLock wants to give you helpful tips to protect your identity using multi-factor authentication. Can be a line of defense to help protect your personal information, but LifeLock offers comprehensive protection against identity theft. LifeLock not only alerts you to suspicious uses of your personal information, but also fixes issues that arise, guaranteed or your money back. Protect your identity today with a 30-day free trial at LifeLock.com. Use my name, Clay, as the promo code. Terms apply.
Wawa handcrafted beverages are just $3 or $4. From iced lattes to smoothies to a late-night milkshake. Get any handcrafted 16 or 24-ounce beverage for just $3 or $4. Gotta have a Wawa.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Real Radio is on Instagram at RealRadio1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
He's smiling, and that alone should scare you.
Those of you in West Palm Beach, love you, appreciate you. Hope you got through the storm down there and the tornadoes that were just absolutely vicious. Can't get over some of that footage, and my God, it's a lot. Tips of the newsjunkie.com. We'll get to this email here in just a second. We've been talking about this guy who's quite the character, and I guess he runs for president all the time. Randall Terry, I think is his name. And he bought an ad on The View, and it targeted the people on The View and other people in the media, and it showed these like graphic photos. And there was nothing they could do. They had to run the ad. When people complain, he wins, I think. Because I had the FCC complaint that Sabrina was talking about right before the break where somebody watched one of his ads and complained.
I mean, he's been doing this for a minute now.
Yeah, this is from 2012.
He's probably elated that he finally has gotten the national attention that he has been yearning for since like 98.
I wonder where this money is coming from, though, because he's got a full-on RV. He's buying these commercials. There's some funding somewhere.
Yeah, what was that website I was just asking you about?
OpenSecrets.org, I think. Usually you could find out who's donated to the person. Oh. Maybe there's some money going in.
So we have, let's see. He's raised, the last report was 2012.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
so his previous campaign.
How is there not an updated report yet, like as this election is happening?
Maybe this election cycle they haven't filed everything yet, and so you can only see it afterwards. I don't know how that works, actually.
In 2012, of the last report, he raised almost, I would say, $270,000.
That's a lot of money, actually. That's kind of surprising.
$260,000.
He probably just bought these ads. That's the big thing that he does. So somebody complained to the FCC about these ads and the graphic photos that they showed. And the response from the FCC was this: based on the record before us, we believe it's unreasonable for the TV station to deny Terry reasonable access. As discussed above, the commission stated before the digital television transition that generally a station's grade B contour will establish blah, 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 blah. So they said there's nothing they could do. They should play the ad.
So riddle me this. If he was against circumcisions.
Yep.
He could have an ad in which he shows male genitalia.
I don't know. I don't think so. I think that would be maybe considered an FCC violation, although it's not strikingly different. You're still showing something that's mutilated and gruesome, for God's sake. It's an interesting one. And this guy is quite the character. Arrested, like I said, like 46 times for his protest and whatnot. Richard emails the show, tips@thenewsjunkie.com. And he says, hi, News Junkie. Duct tape. I owned a Merritt Island Ace Hardware from 1985 to 2007. You would not believe how many hundreds of thousands of rolls of duct tape we sold for taping windows prior to a hurricane. I went to an Ace Hardware the day before Hurricane Milton hit. And the lady behind the counter was not thrilled with me. She was so nice. She was so sweet and so nice, but she was not thrilled with me. I am not what you call a Mr. Fix-It type guy.
Whoa, so, breaking news.
That's right. I know it's a little shocking, a little bit much to take in, but yes, I'm not the type to get out there with tools and fix stuff, and I usually screw things up, so I let somebody else do it. I wanted to get the gate fixed. I didn't have anybody else who could help me, so Courtney and I needed to get some screws and a bunch of other stuff to secure the gate, which made it through Hurricane Milton perfectly fine. Everything is good with the gate. What we did worked, and really Courtney's ideas worked well. But to get the screws to work in this gate on our fence and make sure it was a little more secure, I had to bring one of the old screws to the Ace Hardware, and then I go, okay, here they are. Here's the same type. And I grab a handful. I tried to get a bunch, so I got like maybe a dozen of these screws. And I didn't think about it even for a second. But I walked up to the counter with a handful of screws, and I put them down in front of the lady.
Jesus Christ, Sean.
And I said, I would like to purchase these. And she goes, how much do they cost? And I said, I don't know. And I realized there's not going to be a scan thing on the side of a screw. You obviously can't just do that. So you have to look what the cost is and tell her. And she goes,
and there's little baggies there or a box you can put them in.
You're supposed to just take a picture or just remember how much it costs, and then they put it in and they verify the size of the screw. And I did not do any of that because I'm a dummy and I didn't know how to do it. And she goes, honey, how much do you think this would reasonably cost? And I said, $1? What's a screw?
$1?
I don't know the screw market.
Oh, come on, man.
You're the perfect sucker.
And she looks at me, she goes, 69 cents. And she goes, well, I don't have time. We're making them all 69 cents. So I paid 69 cents for a times 12.
Not even. My God.
And then she said, get out of here. I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know how that process works. But I really, at the moment it hit me, I said, oh, yeah. How is the woman supposed to scan a handful of screws that I have brought up to this counter? It doesn't
probably
make any
went
sense.
Everywhere, fell down.
No, it didn't, but it wasn't good.
Cupped in your hands.
She just shook her head. She's like, oh, this guy, whatever he's trying to fix ain't going to work. It's not going to happen for him. Let's go over here. It's time to do it. Let's do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass. You're now on jury duty with the News Junkie.
Dan on YouTube says, Snob Lawson had no clue. It's less that I'm a snob and more that I
could have fixed it for you, my guy.
I don't know how to do that.
I have the screws.
Everything else that I've bought in my life, you grab the thing and you go to checkout and they scan, bloop, and they tell you what the thing costs.
They don't have barcodes on individual screws.
No, they don't. And I learned that lesson. I didn't consider it. I thought this is a place that sells things. I take the things, I bring them to the checkout lady, and she tell me, I just really didn't hit a home run there. Jury duty brought to you by Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. If you've got a lawsuit after the hurricane, Moses and his crew are ready to help you out. They fight the insurance companies all the time. This will be no different, and they will listen to you, hear you out, know your story, and be absolutely prepared to fight for you in court as they do all the time. You'd be amazed how fast this process can go, and you can get your process started right now on justcallmo.com. Justcallmo.com. Another teacher in trouble, and this one being investigated as well. But parents and other teachers are defending this teacher in Boulder, Colorado. Why? Well, her name is Rebecca Roetto, and Rebecca's in trouble. The Boulder Valley Superintendent Rob Anderson has said he recommends she be fired. According to a district memo provided to the school board, Roetto drew cartoon penises on student papers and in a student's yearbook in May. Roetto, who's been employed in the district since 2003, taught wellness in action, yoga, and bowling classes at the school last year.
Bowling? What kind of rich school is this?
They have wellness in action, yoga, and bowling classes at this school, and that's what she taught. She ran some first-generation students program as well. Following an investigation, the school district concluded that Roetto engaged in misconduct and exhibited inappropriate behavior with and towards students of the school and violated multiple board policies. Roetto, who's been on paid leave since August 7th, did not speak at the meeting. The dismissal recommendation was an information item and wasn't discussed by the school board. But they're defending her. Parents are. Jennifer Contreras-Robles, a former Fairview student who's now a sophomore at the University of Colorado, said at Tuesday's meeting that Roetto supported her when another teacher discriminated against her and helped her apply for college. Miss Roetto has spent her career speaking up for those of us who don't have a voice. Other speakers shared details about the incident, saying Roetto didn't have a stamp she needed to complete for checkout forms that seniors have for graduation, and the students who were greeted that morning by hundreds of penises drawn on the building joked she should draw penises on them, and so she did it. She's signing all their senior forms, and she put penises on all of them. Was what happened a mistake? Yes.
Who's to say that's not her signature?
But should a 20-year career go down the drain because of it? No, they said. They don't want her fired for the penis drawings. What do you think? Let us know what should happen to the penis drawing teacher.
Penis yes or penis no?
I think if I was a parent of a student at the school, I would just think the whole situation was kind of funny. But how do you take this? Let us know. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com and send us a dispatch right now. Rachel says, Sean, if you only knew how many drawn and scribbled penises we teachers see on a weekly basis. The students firing them at you all the time, and you fire one back or a whole bunch back, and you get in big trouble. When we return, we'll get into your conversations, and we'll also talk about the latest for Diddy, which things are getting more and more complex there. But he's got a big complaint. He says he's got a real big complaint, and he needs something fixed immediately. What's happening? That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Traffic is slowing down at the ramp junction where State Road 429 meets Florida's Turnpike. Slowdowns on Florida's Turnpike northbound between Hancock Road and Oakland Exchange. Bumper-to-bumper traffic westbound on I-4 between US 27 all the way backed up to the Lake Buena Vista area. And just move over and slow down if you see local crews or police activity. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Wawa. Wawa handcrafted beverages are just $3 or $4. From iced lattes to smoothies to a late-night milkshake. Get any handcrafted 16 or 24-ounce beverage for just $3 or $4. Gotta have a Wawa.
If you want to find out about a reverse mortgage, that mortgage guy Don can help. Rates are improving, and that makes the terms even more favorable. Want to find out how it works? That mortgage guy Don will get you some numbers, explain the details, and then you decide if it makes sense to move forward. A reverse mortgage can be a lifesaver, especially for people over 62 on a fixed income. Get a quote today with no hard credit inquiry. Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote by going to thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Shipley Donuts. Now open on South Cimarron Boulevard.
For more information about contests on this station, go to realradio.fm/rules.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Oh, hi. My air conditioner is blowing hot.
For air conditioners making a funny noise, press 1.
No, it's...
Try to listen to the whole message before making a selection.
Sorry.
For air conditioners blowing cold, but not quite cold enough, press 2.
No, it's blowing hot.
I haven't gotten to that one yet.
Well, can we speed this up?
Don't get grumpy with me, or I'll take you back to the main menu.
No, anything but that. Please don't send me back to the main menu.
Fine, but I'm watching you.
Bet if I'd called Frank Gay, I'd already be getting my problem solved.
But you didn't call Frank Gay. So, what do we do now?
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When your air conditioner is blowing hot, you need a solution now. A helpful operator to guide you, all your options explained, and your problem fixed fast. That's the Frank Gay way.
If you're ready to pull your hair out, press 7.
Ah! FrankGayServices.com.
All 2024s must go. It's the model year-end event at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. New 2024 Nissans from $18,900. Make no payments till 2025 and 0% interest at Sutherland Nissan Orlando, home of the lifetime warranty.
VIN number RL897631. MSRP 20050. VIN number 5104975 plus tax and fees and approved credit.
Do you have an idea for an invention or new product and don't know what to do next? Inventors, InventHelp can help you get started with your idea. Call 1-800-INVENTION or go to InventHelp.com to get your free inventor's information. They can help you try to patent your idea and submit it to companies. Get started with your idea today at InventHelp.com. InventHelp is the leading invention service company. With offices nationwide, they've been helping inventors since 1984. Inventors received more than 10,000 patents through their patent referral services. Don't wait to get started with your idea. For free information, contact your friends at InventHelp. Go to InventHelp.com or call 1-800-INVENTION. That's InventHelp.com or call 1-800-INVENTION. They help everyday inventors just like you. Additional services include invention websites, prototype models, technical drawings, and more. They keep your idea confidential and explain every step of their invention services. Remember, that's InventHelp.com. InventHelp.com.
Moments like hearing my cat purr good morning mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that is spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib. Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative MBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
We're definitely going to be late to the concert. I feel like we should be there by now.
I'm just taking a little detour. I gotta fill up my gas tank, and I know this place a couple towns over where the gas is cheaper.
Are you serious? We're gonna be late for the concert because you're driving out of the way for cheaper gas? Just use Upside.
What's Upside?
Upside is the free cashback app that gets you real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait, I can get cash back just for buying the gas I need anyway?
Yes, I use it all the time, and I've made around $200. Now pull over so you can download the Upside app before we miss the concert.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code OIL25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank, PayPal, or as a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code OIL25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code OIL25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. That's code OIL25.
Mom, meet Sarah.
From first-time Nana moments.
Yeah, welcome to Flight 101.
To annual girls trip moments. Your can't-miss moments are worth protecting against RSV. If you're 75 or older or 60 plus with a chronic condition like asthma, COPD, heart disease, or diabetes, you're at higher risk of being hospitalized from RSV. And there are no prescription RSV treatments. Check eligibility and schedule your RSV vaccine at vaxassist.com.
So where should we go next?
Sponsored by Pfizer.
Attention active adults, looking for a place where every day feels like a vacation? Discover what it's like to get spoiled and stay healthy. Join us Saturday, October 19th from 11 to 3 at Del Webb Sunbridge for your chance to experience the ultimate social lifestyle for 55-plus living. Enjoy food, drinks, DJ, and fun while you explore 7 model homes and our world-class clubhouse with resort amenities. Don't miss out. Visit delwebb.com/sunbridge for more information with new homes from the mid-300,000s. delwebb.com/sunbridge. See you October 19th.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you matter. Contact them at whenyounneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Credit. 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 That's credit. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
They're best friends, unless they're fighting. Are they fighting? It's the news.
Today. And thank you for all the kind emails about Hurricane Milton coverage.
Yeah.
People were very appreciative, and that's what we do. That's what we're here for. We appreciate you, in fact. So thank you for that.
And also
What?
shout out. Hopefully we are helping your drive if you were driving back to the Tampa area.
No.
My best friend who stayed here for the hurricane here in Orlando. Left at 9:50 in the morning and is on hour 4 of the drive.
Oh, no, still stuck in traffic?
Yeah, like
holy cow.
Typically an hour, maybe an hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah, depending on how much backup you got. But that's everybody heading back to Tampa at the same time,
It's a place without power. I wonder, though, is like, are they letting everyone back in?
Yeah.
How would it be so backed up?
There may be some places that they wouldn't even let them have access to because they've been damaged so badly. I'm going to give you some numbers here.
All right.
Okay.
I'm not good at math.
Throw you some numbers, and this one is 83. 83.
83.
I know that one.
What is it?
83. I know the number 83.
You're aware. He's aware of that one existing.
Okay.
There are 83 days left until 2025. 83
I thought you were
days.
going to ask a octane question.
In 2025, there are 24 days until the election, till actual election day. And we'll give you a roundup of what's happening in that world in just a moment.
2
here.
people running for president.
Oh, no, there's 3.
3.
We heard from
and that crazy
third.
Terry.
Randall Terry is out there. He's stealing votes left and right, I think. All right, let's get to what's happening out there. We have Trump talking in Detroit. It's a very interesting choice for him. Okay?
Oh, yeah. Love this quote.
Trump is talking in Detroit to people in Detroit. Here he goes.
I don't think anything that we're talking about today is high on our list. The whole country is going to be like, you want to know the truth? It'll be like Detroit. Our whole country will end up being like Detroit if she's your president.
It's an interesting choice to say to Detroit people.
But wait, there's more.
This. Like this place, the place that you guys are from.
I mean, this is a crap hole. Look at us.
Does Detroit have problems? Yes, they do. Major problems. But do you tell that to the people in Detroit?
1, they already know. 2, if you want them to vote for you, maybe don't call the place that they live at.
No, not to their faces. Wait till you get to the next city. That's like a rock band taking to the microphone and be like, Detroit sucks. You're going to start getting booed. The crowd's going to boo you. What else do we have?
Shout out to all our Detroit listeners. Did you have the, do they want a black president and a white president, right?
No, I don't have that one. I saw that.
Buddy.
You can send it to me if you want, if you have it. But I have this, which is supposed to be potentially a fart during one of the speeches. I'm skeptical of these. So a lot of times it doesn't really actually seem like it is one, but I'm always willing to listen and examine. So everybody listen closely. Here we go.
From commerce to labor to FEMA.
Was that it?
From commerce to labor to FEMA.
I was like,
I gotta tell you, despite me loving an accidental fart caught on the hot mic, that seems to be it's like a burp inside. Doesn't come out of the mouth.
Yeah.
But you can,
I've had that.
it's, you know, it's
indigestion.
Right there in the middle of your throat.
I was talking to somebody one time. It might have been like an interview or something. I forgot. And I was just sitting in front of them. My stomach was audibly, loudly.
Sean, you burp all the time.
This is a long time ago. I was like 18. This was way, way, way back when.
Wow.
Yeah. And I should have. Not that many ways. Not that many ways.
Took
it was
your
way
horse and
back
buggy
when.
to it, huh?
No, it wasn't that far back. Let's go over to J.D. Vance. I guess he's in North Carolina where somebody was in distress in the crowd. I haven't seen this yet.
Agency or the federal government, there's a lot of...
Oh, somebody fell.
Hold on just a second, man.
That lady made a really dramatic noise. She just fell over on the side. It wasn't that bad. Listen to the blood-curdling scream.
Agency or the federal government, there's a lot of... Hold on just a second, man. We okay?
All right, J.D. Vance gets up.
Thanks, J.D.
They're all getting up.
Kamala Harris built this platform behind us. That's what happened.
Got her.
J.D. the Joker.
Let's see what else we got. Here's
that scream is just, I feel like, not placed in the right rally. Or
you expected to look over and see somebody getting shot or something. The reaction
I didn't want to say it, but that's what I was feeling. Like, those are screams that we should have heard in another instance. But
Butler,
here we are.
Here he is talking about some more tax cuts.
Today I am also announcing that as part of our tax cuts, we will make interest on car loans fully deductible.
All right.
All right.
Interest on car loans taxes. Add that to the pile.
A man who's, a lot of you people are in the car industry. Actually, I met a lot of them backstage. What do you do? I'm in the car industry. But a lot of them, and I told them.
They call it the car industry?
You keep saying industry.
I usually call it the automotive
I
or
met a lot of
automobile
you, and
industry.
this is how our conversation went. What do you do? I'm in the car industry.
Oh, this is also in Detroit.
Him about it. He's a very knowledgeable person.
His tan is
He's a guy, he's done it all his life. He's sitting right over there. I don't want to embarrass him.
What?
But he said, where did you come up with that idea? That's the coolest thing. It's like the paperclip again, right? It's like the paperclip.
I love it. All right.
As I need a clip.
If you're in the business of getting a car loan, you won't have to pay taxes on the interest on that. So
that is the coolest thing I've heard since the paperclip.
All right. This says, disgusted, not surprised from, this is a response to the video. Hang on. Here is Trump in Columbia, South Carolina. Is this new? Was he just in Columbia, South Carolina?
No, it looks like it's from April, but it is now going viral again.
Okay, this is resurfaced, which is what they like to say, or unearthed.
Would you rather have the black president or the white president who got $1.7 billion off the price? I think they want the white guy right now.
14 seconds long. So you never know.
I want to know what the context is.
Yeah.
What's the 1.7 billion off?
There's no context at all around the clip, so you can't tell what's going on, but it doesn't sound good out of context. There's Danica Patrick. They got another celebrity on board on the Trump campaign.
Wait,
Danica Patrick.
Isn't she like conspiracy theorist?
Yeah, she's kind of crazy now.
Isn't Danica Patrick a race car driver lady?
Yeah, but now
you can do 2 jobs.
She's fully into like the ancient alien type stuff now.
No
Nice.
way.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't followed this at all. Okay, let's see what she says. She's with J.D. Vance.
Kaylee, I'm also a first-time voter, I just want to say. I've never voted before,
that's
but
awesome.
this time
Good for
around,
you.
I have to vote.
She never voted before.
It's that important.
I just want to be clear. I want to get on record. You're voting for us, right? You're voting for the good guys?
1,000%.
There we go.
Oh, she even leaned in. 1,000%.
She's intense.
Here is
Just to be
Trump
clear, though,
talking,
when we win, you're not going to be able to drive a car. All right?
Trump talking about Obama.
If I were named Obama, I would have had the Nobel Prize, give him in 10 seconds. He got the Nobel Prize. He didn't even know what the hell he got it for. Remember, he got elected. Well, so did I. He got elected, and they announced he was getting the Nobel Prize. Remember, he said, "Oh, what did I do?" He didn't know what the hell he did. He got the Nobel Prize for doing nothing.
He wants the Nobel Prize.
For getting elected, but I got elected too. And, if I think of that, we did something, the Abraham Accords, unprecedented. Nobody thought it was possible.
It's also in Detroit.
And I'm not saying want or not. I'm just saying if it was anybody else.
What?
Liberal, Democrat, they would have had it before the damn thing was even signed, So
he's saying for the Abrahamic or whatever Accords, he deserves the Nobel Peace Prize, but he didn't get it. He did not get it. But he doesn't want it, but he didn't get it. And he wants to tell everybody.
He was elected too. I mean, come on.
Here's Obama talking, because Obama's back out there on the campaign trail. He was in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Here he is.
Or a car seat. Or diapers. I remember buying diapers. I remember the first time I went in the store.
Oh, his voice.
Right after Malia was born. I was like, what?
Oh, he hasn't been on the campaign trail in a long time. So when you get out there and start doing all these whoop whoop speeches, I think he's blasted out his voice a little bit.
That's how much diapers cost? I remember changing diapers. You think Donald Trump ever changed a diaper?
No!
Yeah.
So I think somebody said his own.
I almost said that, but I decided I shouldn't say it.
Well, he's co-signing it, at least at this point. That's what's happening out there on the campaign
24
trail.
days, baby.
Yeah. Countdown is on. And strangely enough, I would say probably a big, gigantic chunk of the overall votes are already in. Like, a lot of the voting has already been done in places.
Yeah, an infographic of mail-in and when that can start.
It hasn't
For
started
those in
yet.
Florida, I think it's after the 26th of October.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have to correct me if I'm wrong. But if they've started in other states, then I imagine, personally, day of is going to be for me.
A lot of people like that. Old-fashioned, you feel kind of like, hey, here is my vote. It's going in. There it goes. I've just done this. Feels a little more personal, I think.
I don't want to get anything lost in the mail either.
Yeah, that's true. That could happen. You never know. We just have to trust all this stuff, trust that all of it works. That's how all of our institutions work. All of our institutions are based on trust, every single one of them, and we have Americans with almost no trust in institutions.
All right.
Anti-establishment people on the fringes of both sides who are just the loudest out there, both on the far right and the far left, absolutely anti-establishment. Nobody trusts these systems. So no matter who wins, the other side's going to say, hey, that wasn't fair, or at least some people will.
We have 24 days until the election, but I'm sure 70 more days of this crap.
It will feel like 416 days, just so you know, especially the last 7. Gas Buddy data saying that 27.8 gas stations in the state of Florida are out of gas at the moment. That is going down. It was 30% or something this morning. It's going down pretty sharply. Some more gas stations that you're going by are going to have the fuel that you've been looking for, and you can get all fueled up and done with this thing. There's like certain things that happen. After the storm, the first thing you usually do, if you're like me, is you go outside and you see what happened.
How'd you fare?
Yeah, how'd I do?
Got
What's broken? Anything broken on my house? Some fence broken? What's the front yard look like? Do I need to pick up a bunch of stuff? You pick it all up and put it out by the street, and then you look at your neighborhood, see how the neighborhood fared, and then you start crossing things off the list. You know, my power's back on. Nice. That's all good and ready to go. The neighborhood has been cleaned up of all the different stuff that's all over the place from the trees. That's good. The gas stations are back up and running. Everybody has gas. You don't want for anything when you go into the grocery store. It's all there and ready for you. And then you segue right back into normal. And we do it very fast here in Florida. Absolutely, every single time. Diddy's new trial date has been set. It's going to be May of 2025.
Oh, so he is in jail until then?
He's going to be in jail until then. Yeah, they are not letting him go until May of 2025. He has one main complaint about life in jail so far. His lawyer suggested outside of a pretrial hearing. So his lawyer has a chance to go up to the microphone, address the accusations against his client, assure the American public that his client is not guilty of these accusations.
When he said bad boy for life, he wasn't talking about like really bad crime-wise.
Well, he is complaining about the food in the jail. He says he cannot take it. I think the food is probably the roughest part of it, the attorney said. 11 a.m. lunch might be hamburgers, tacos, beef tacos, or baked fish, plus scrambled eggs and biscuits on the weekend. Dinner is served what I think to be rather early. Who am I to say when the prison should serve their dinner? What time do you eat dinner on any given night?
None of your business.
just ballpark me here.
8.
8 o'clock? All right. We eat pretty late. Sometimes we eat 8 or 9. We eat later. Most families eat what? 7?
6, 7.
Well, is that when you eat, Josh, or you eat later?
No, I eat at like 9 o'clock.
See, yeah. And you just get locked into whatever time you do it. At prison, dinner is served at 4 p.m.
Okay. What if you hungies later?
This is early. This is way early. The options for Diddy behind bars: chicken fajitas, roast beef. This literally says some sort of pasta.
Chicken fajitas, so they come out with a sizzle like a chili.
Real nice.
I hope so.
Everyone looks.
That's dangerous too. Heart-healthy tofu or legumes, baked beans, and you could buy stuff at the commissary, which I'm sure he is doing right now. But Diddy does not like the food. It's the roughest part of it.
Sorry,
says
Puff.
his attorney. He's quite upset about his circumstances. What do you think? Let us know. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Somebody chiming in about Danica Patrick. Let's see what they said. Dingo.
What up, News Junkie? Dingo here. Just want to chime in real quick about Danica Patrick. I'm pretty sure she was dating Aaron Rodgers for a little while. And
Really?
You know what? That should have kept going because I think that's a match made in heaven. Boo! Super hot.
I am so out of touch with everything Danica Patrick.
We've talked about it, Sean.
I knew that Aaron Hernandez. Am I thinking of the right guy?
Hernandez or
Aaron
Rodgers?
Hernandez
Aaron
is dead.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers. Oh, I'm going to really screw this up, so I'm going to need some help.
Okay.
Here. I apologize.
He was into psychedelics.
No.
healing.
Hang on. He was dating the woman from that. It's a female cast. Nicole Kidman is on it. And it's about like a guy dies and they have to try to figure out who. They're all rich.
You're thinking of Big Little Lies.
Big Little Lies.
And
that's it's one of the actresses.
Yeah,
the dark-haired lady on Big Little Lies. Aaron Rodgers was dating her for a while. That's the last. Oh my God,
what's her damn name?
She's a great actress. She was in another movie that we saw not too long ago.
She has a very young face.
Yeah.
Shailene Woodley.
Shailene Woodley was dating Aaron Rodgers, right?
That was a long time ago.
But I didn't know anything about this Danica Patrick thing or if there was anybody in there after that.
Danica Patrick started like a YouTube channel / podcast.
Did she?
And went hard on conspiracy theories.
Okay. That's completely out of the left field for me. I don't follow her and I don't follow, honestly, Aaron Rodgers. When I see these news stories noise stories is what I could call them.
Noise stories,
It's the noise junkie.
It's like the royal family stuff. I couldn't care less. When I hear that somebody in the royal family...
I heard a little bit of interest peaked for Danica. It might be a wormhole movement for you this weekend.
No, I don't know anything about her. I just know that she was a lady race car driver, and that was a big deal at the time. And are there more? Are there new lady race car drivers? Or
race car drivers.
What do you call them?
Race car drivers.
Oh, well, she's a lady race car driver.
Race car driver.
As opposed to...
It's a guy race car driver.
Is that how you say it?
The thing that is unique about her being a race car driver was that she was a female NASCAR driver, I believe. I'm in out of my depth here. I'm going to take a break instead of going further into Danica Patrick's life, which I clearly don't know much about. When we come back, though, we have some things to discuss. We got to get into your dispatches. A bombshell about movies that you must hear. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Threads at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Following the hurricane, major roadways and highways have been affected, so don't be surprised if your local ramp to I-4 has been affected by flooding. Emergency services are working hard to clear up the roads here. Keep in mind, traffic lights could be out, and local crews and police might be on the roadway, so move over and slow down. Tolls have been suspended at the moment. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by HCA Florida Healthcare.
Whenever you need us, just reach out and we'll be there with more locations, more experts, and more resources to deliver the healthcare you need to comfort you and make you feel your best. Find a care site near you at hcafloridahealthcare.com.
Blue Chew, folks, it's time for some improvements in the bedroom with something that could not be easier to get your hands on. It is Blue Chew, an online prescription service, so you can get this done on a website. You don't have to go to the doctor's office. You don't have to wait in line at the pharmacy, and it comes right to your door, discreet packaging, and they ship directly to you. So it's cheaper than a pharmacy. It's actually a great deal. In fact, your deal that I'm going to give you with a promo code is unbelievable. But Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis. This is a performance enhancer for the bedroom. Guys, if you haven't tried this out, you absolutely should give it a whirl here. And here's how to do it. You could try Blue Chew for free when you use the promo code, which is TNJ at checkout. TNJ. That's what you got to remember. The News Junkie. All you pay is $5 for shipping, and you could give it a whirl. BlueChew.com. The promo code is TNJ. You get your first month for free on their website, BlueChew.com.
Texting enrolls you into reoccurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Testosterone, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again. At work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text ALL to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text ALL to 321-321. That's ALL to 321-321.
Guys, here in Central Florida, it is so important your air conditioner works perfectly every time. That's why I suggest a call to our friends at Mills Air. In business since 1992, that's 30 years of experience in keeping Central Florida nice and cool. And their techs are awesome. They can service any brand out there. Don't worry about what kind of AC you have. And Mills Air is a Carrier factory authorized dealer, which means up to $1,275 in rebates towards a brand new Carrier unit. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you can always turn to family-owned and operated Mills Air. Call today and schedule your appointment. 407-277-1159. Online, millsair.com.
Relodyne and Suncoast Resources, the emergency fuel company with over 20 years of experience responding to major hurricanes, is now responding to Hurricane Milton in the Florida Gulf Coast and throughout the state of Florida. Please stay safe. For businesses needing bulk emergency fueling, water, generators, or propane, please call Suncoast Resources at 800-677-FUEL, extension 3501. We're here to help. 800-677-3835, extension 3501.
Sweet chocolate reward. Sweet chocolate reward.
This is not just the sound of someone picking up a sweet treat at Walgreens. This is the sound of someone picking up a sweet treat right after receiving all their vaccines in one trip. This is the sound of treating yourself, because you protected yourself.
Stop by or schedule both your flu and COVID-19 vaccines today and grab yourself a sweet treat while you're at it. Vaccine subject to availability. State, age, and health-related restrictions may apply.
Navy Federal Credit Union is back with more eligibility. Now you can hear all your favorites like, my brother's a veteran, I get amazing rates. My mom served, I get 24/7 member support. Grandpa was a soldier and now I'm a member. And who could forget, thanks to my father who served in the military, I'm now eligible for incredible member benefits. Call 1-855-800-2102 or visit NavyFederal.org today. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Navy Federal is insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
We've all made questionable decisions in life, like that time that you frosted the tips of your hair.
but hiring an attorney shouldn't be. I'm Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt, and we offer a 100% satisfaction guarantee on all injury cases. If you are not completely satisfied with the way we treat you in your case within the first 30 days, you can take your file back and you owe us nothing. No fees, no costs, and no questions asked. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit justcallmo.com.
I'm Carrie Champion, and this is Season 4 of Naked Sports. Up first, I explore the making of a rivalry. Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese.
Every great player needs a foil.
People are talking about women's basketball just because of one single game. I just come here to play basketball every single day.
Clark and Reese have changed the way we consume women's sports. Listen to The Making of a Rivalry, Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search The Making of a Rivalry, Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese, and start listening.
This Earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Wassey's Meat Market, the best place to buy a big green egg.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Credit. C-R-E-D-I-T. Credit. That's credit. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
Real Radio. They're best friends, unless they're fighting. Are they fighting? It's the news.
Merch drop. You have literally 30 minutes to get yours if you want one of these shirts, long sleeve or short sleeve. Yeah, I can't even say that word.
Shirt sleeve.
Let me try it again, Josh. Long sleeve or short sleeve versions of the shirt at thenewsjunkie.com. It's been a long week.
It has
Very.
I just want
But
to
you're
go to
not
bed.
wrong when you say shirt sleeve.
I mean,
our,
short sleeve, shirt sleeve.
Most of our shirts have sleeves. I am working on ones without.
Yes. So try to say short-sleeved shirt sleeve. That's the hard one right there.
Short sleeve, shirt sleeve.
It's in your head. It just runs into a wall. It's
Short sleeve, shirt sleeve.
Just like our show.
There you
Come
go.
on.
Good work. Look at that. Okay, so this is your last 30 minutes. That is.
They heard that before, like every day last week.
This is legit though. Last week was when we actually did the sale. We just had to keep it up because they can't print them this week.
So you're gonna interrupt Celian's Napa airport trip. By saying, can you shut down?
No,
the short sleeve, shirt sleeve.
I am shutting it down after the show. I literally have to shut it down and send the order over to the printers and send our accountant lady all of the stuff. I had to do all of the things.
Shout out, Cheryl.
So exciting. And record more commercials after the show. Why can't my day end? My week needs to
I think
end.
everyone has boners by now, Sean.
It's not that. Well, it is one of those things.
The people need them.
I have to do more commercials, so we'll do them. There was a movie we watched the other day at the house, and Courtney calls this. She goes, "It was okay. It's a guy movie. It's a guy movie." Because when she watches a movie that's like an action movie, there's a bunch of dumb stuff blowing up. She doesn't care about it at all. She couldn't care less about like a Michael Bay movie, I guess is what you would refer to. Transformers kind of movies, just a bunch of stuff blowing up everywhere. The movie that we watched was the Dave Bautista one, Killer's Game.
Oh,
and
yeah, I saw the trailer for that.
It's
him. Isn't it like a different version of a movie that we all know?
I don't know. It was he's like a hitman in the movie.
Exactly. Say no more. I know exactly.
And then he puts a hit out on himself. And the reviewers overall didn't seem to like it so much. 42%, they said. But Audience Meter with 250 plus verified ratings has it at 80.
He also looks
not
insane.
as bad.
Do you see how much weight he lost?
He did lose a lot of weight. And at first I go, what is he going for? He really wants to be this like art house guy who's taken very seriously. He wants to be, he's complained before about not being the romantic male lead in a lot of things he's offered. He said, I want to be that role more. And nobody wanted to tell him he didn't quite look like a Leonardo DiCaprio.
I don't know. He's hot to me when he was
think so?
bulky.
Oh, well,
and
but I don't
dumb and
blame
not
him
talking all that much.
Look, imagine being him or The Rock. Big guys, right? Both very, very big dudes. It takes so much work to stay that size.
Yeah, like 10 salmons a day.
Exhausted with just constantly have to keep up your body at that level to be that
why you
muscular.
Don't do it?
That's the reason why I don't do it. It
Makes
turns
sense.
out,
It's easier than you think, though.
If it took 5 less minutes up there, I'd be actually doing that. But this brings me to something that I saw, and it's interesting how people digest stuff like this. There's a chart that somebody put together, and it shows movies that women love. Women rank these movies super high on their best movies of all time list, but guys absolutely hate. Or
like they've
guys,
watched it?
Yes, they both watched it, or guys love these movies, and women tend to absolutely hate them. And some of the obvious ones are like The Notebook. The Notebook was insanely highly ranked by women.
Of course.
I've still never seen it. It just seems like a thing that people cry at. And
I've only seen it a couple times, I would say.
I don't know. Who's even in it? Who's the lead in The Notebook?
Yeah, come on.
Idiot.
You know
Who
that.
is it? I do not know that.
Ryan Gosling.
Okay,
Ryan M.F.
Gosling.
Gosling.
I know it's a romance thing. I know they break up or he cries. Something happens.
Yep, they break up and he cries.
And is there a notebook in the plot line? They write some notes down.
Yeah, he cries into the notebook.
Yeah, and then the tears become
words.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound great to me.
And then they both become
sexual birds.
They both become
sexual birds.
I wasn't looking at you. I didn't see that you were doing the flapping wings until afterwards.
Now I feel like an idiot.
I said the thing first and then look. I said sex, and then after I said sex, I looked and you're flapping your wings like this.
Someone grab that, please.
Should have been more obvious to me. Were I watching that? The Notebook was rated by all women in their top 50, or I think it was at 63 of their top movies of all time.
So old.
For guys, barely in the top 500. They did not like the movie.
Right.
What do guys like?
The Harry Potter ones were kind of surprising too. Women love the Harry Potter ones way more than guys. It's
because guys don't know how to read.
It might be. It could be that some of these guys don't know how to read it. Harry Potter and the Order of Phoenix, women on average ranked at 147 and guys ranked at 837.
Agreed.
The Chamber of Secrets, women ranked at 142, guys ranked at 831.
Lord of the Rings better than Harry Potter. I think that's where the guys stand.
Hidden Figures, women love Hidden Figures.
Why
guys
is that?
hated it because it's about ladies and
exactly, doing
NASA.
something for themselves.
Space broads.
Raging Bull, women hate that movie. Guys absolutely love it.
De Niro.
These things that are very Rocky. Women tend to hate the Rocky movies, and I guess guys like them. Although I never got into that. I never got into that at all. Oh, I can only kind of hear you, sir. If you just hit the other button and then tap that.
Adrian!
Oh, hey! How are you? Is it Cowboy Stan?
Yeah, damn right it is.
Oh, man. You like some of these movies I'm talking, like Hidden Figures? Are you into Hidden Figures, Cowboy Stan?
No, I like figures I could see, to be honest.
I see. What about the Harry Potter movies?
No. Fantastic Beasts, though. Not bad.
Big fan. Okay.
Yeah.
It's on the list over here. Rocky, was that one that you were a fan of, or?
Rocky's fine. I masturbated to it a couple times.
Wait, this is not for that. It's for if you enjoyed the movie.
No. The meat punching scene. I got it.
Yeah. I did exactly
not for that. This was just supposed to be about, did you think it was a good movie?
Movie was fine. Was fine. What movies do you like to watch? Cowboy. I need to remember it. Cowboy Stan talks in his teeth. Clenched.
Put the curtain down a little bit here. Seeing too much of the inner machinery of what's happening, okay?
I'll say some inner machinery.
Cowboy Stan, what's your favorite movie of all time?
Paddington Bear 2.
I did not expect that. I really
It's a
thought...
masterpiece, truly.
I thought it was going to be a war classic. It's some kind of really...
that is kind of about war.
What's your favorite movie, son?
I don't know. It's a tough question.
Butt Boy.
Butt Boy is good. It's a good movie, believe it or not.
That's gay.
It's a little bit. It's a little bit gay. Sound of Music. You like that one, Cowboy Stan?
Is that the Nazi one?
I don't know.
I don't like Nazis, not in my country or my big screen.
Damn, hot take. Very, very fiery take.
Yeah, tell me about it.
What about Edward Scissorhands?
Is that the lesbian one?
That's the one with Johnny Depp.
Nice guy. Crazy divorce.
Yeah, it's wild. It was a wild ride.
I don't like to watch movies that waste time that I could be building things.
Manly stuff?
Yeah, building things, changing tires, lifting weights.
We got to get out of here. We got to wrap up the weekend. Do you have any final messages to people for
grab yourself some red shoes.
Some red what?
Jews?
Red shoes.
Red Jews?
Red Jew.
Are you saying red Jew?
Grab yourself a red Jew.
Okay, that sounded like it for sure that time.
Want to get aroused? Chew on this. Jewish people.
Oh, my God.
Cowboy Stan out.
All right, see you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
What a manly man.
There was a point of that, though. I think it was a movie that Cowboy Stan wanted to say, but I forgot.
Who knows? It's been a long week.
So
I think
long.
he just packed up his lasso and hauled ass out of here. We'll be back with the final dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut, and today I learned to wrap everything up for the whole damn week. And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
The Jim Colbert Show. Out of context.
When was the last time you ate a Girl Scout cookie?
Oh, I'm so glad you said cookie.
I know. You and me both, man. As soon as it started coming out, I'm like, no.
The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Cool Today Weather Center, cooltoday.com.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your Central Florida forecast. And now that Milton is over and it has moved out well into the Atlantic, we're actually going to be seeing a really nice forecast. Temperatures staying below average with a high of 81 degrees. Now, we can't rule out a couple of clouds by this afternoon, along with a few passing showers, but only a 30% chance of rain. More of the same into the weekend, with highs a little warmer, closer to the mid-80s, with about a 20% chance of a few showers as well. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Safe Touch Security.
Save up to 50% on select security systems with Safe Touch Security. With upgrades like remote door locks, video doorbell, thermostat control, and camera, all controlled by your My Safe Touch app. Visit safetouch.com. State license number EF2002049.
All right, folks, picking up after the storm. Maybe you have some issues with your house. Maybe your AC went underwater and then things aren't working like they're supposed to. Relax, be at ease. There is a company that is going to do right by you and help you out in this moment of need and any other time. It's Mills Air. This is a company that Leon Mills started back in 1992 with a mission just to do business the right way, not rip people off, get a client not for one moment and get some money out of them, but get a client for life and a customer for life. That's what they look for. And they've been doing damn good at it for over 30 years. Their techs are the best of the best. They can service any brand AC you might have, so do not worry about that. And they're a Carrier factory authorized dealer, giving you access to big rebates, honestly. And if you're getting a brand new Carrier unit, why would you not get those rebates? You can always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you could always turn to family-owned and operated Mills Air. Give them a call, 407-277-1159. That's 407-277-1159, or find them online at millsair.com.
Are you drowning in IRS tax debt?
I owe the IRS $37,000.
Get ready for a toll-free hotline. Take advantage of new IRS tax forgiveness programs that may protect you from IRS collection agencies. They have the power to garnish your wages, put liens on your property, and levy your bank account. Civic Tax Relief can help protect you from the IRS.
Civic Tax Relief basically represented me against the IRS, and by the time everything was completed, I didn't owe the IRS anything.
Find out about the Fresh Start program that is now available through Civic Tax Relief. Civic Tax Relief's special tax hotline can help you discover all the relief programs available for free.
I would recommend anyone who has a tax problem to contact Civic Tax Relief.
Just call 800-506-5803. 800-506-5803. Don't wait. Call now. 800-506-5803. 800-506-5803.
What's the best place to reach new customers for your business? Wherever they are. And that's exactly where you can be with iHeartMedia. We talk to our listeners everywhere, from the car to the gym to the kitchen. Your next customer is listening. And not only can we get your message to your audience, we can also show you how it's working in real time. That goes for broad brand messaging and targeted hyperlocal influencer campaigns alike. Start growing your business today by calling 844-GET-MY-AD. That's 844-GET-MY-AD.
Do you have an idea for an invention or new product and don't know what to do next?
Inventors. InventHelp can help you get started with your idea. Call 1-800-INVENTION or go to inventhelp.com to get your free inventor's information. They can help you try to patent your idea and submit it to companies. Get started with your idea today at inventhelp.com. InventHelp is the leading invention service company. With offices nationwide, they've been helping inventors since 1984. Inventors received more than 10,000 patents through their patent referral services. Don't wait to get started with your idea. For free information, contact your friends at InventHelp. Go to inventhelp.com or call 1-800-INVENTION. That's inventhelp.com or call 1-800-INVENTION. They help everyday inventors just like you. Additional services include invention websites, prototype models, technical drawings, and more. They keep your idea confidential and explain every step of their invention services. Remember, that's inventhelp.com. inventhelp.com.
Join the Drug Enforcement Administration in celebrating Red Ribbon Week from October 23rd through the 31st. Take this opportunity to talk to your kids about drugs, participate in drug prevention and education activities in your community, and take the pledge to be drug-free. For more information on how you can celebrate Red Ribbon Week, visit www.dea.gov.
Florida's law enforcement officers know how to keep us safe, but Tallahassee politicians think they know better. That's why they're lying about Amendment 3. The truth? Amendment 3 will protect Floridians from marijuana laced with deadly drugs like fentanyl and provide billions in funding for police. Here's Gadsden County Sheriff Morris Young on Amendment 3.
I'm Sheriff Morris Young. Illicit marijuana laced with illegal drugs like fentanyl have destroyed lives. I know, because I've seen it firsthand. Amendment 3 will save lives by making marijuana safe, regulated, and lab tested. Amendment 3 will protect our community from dangerous illegal drugs while allowing law enforcement to focus on serious crimes. Vote yes on Amendment 3, the smarter and safer choice for Florida.
Paid political advertisement paid for by Smart and Safe Florida, 1400 Village Square Boulevard, Suite number 3, 321 Tallahassee, Florida, 32312.
During Cybersecurity Awareness Month, LifeLock wants to give you helpful tips to protect your identity. Using multi-factor authentication can be a line of defense to help protect your personal information. But LifeLock offers comprehensive protection against identity theft. LifeLock not only alerts you to suspicious uses of your personal information, but also fixes issues that arise. Guaranteed or your money back. Protect your identity today with a 30-day free trial at LifeLock.com. Use my name, Clay, as the promo code. Terms apply.
Wawa handcrafted beverages are just $3 or $4. From iced lattes to smoothies to a late-night milkshake. Get any handcrafted 16 or 24-ounce beverage for just $3 or $4. Gotta have a Wawa.
This earful of Rail Radio is sponsored by RC Hill Mitsubishi, Highway 1792 in DeLand.
Filling you in on the shocking details. Just try not to pass out. This is the...
Make the cut. And today I learned to wrap everything up for a Friday. Thank God.
So happy.
Yeah. I could not be happier that the week is over. It seemed like this dragged on for a long time. We had hurricanes. We lost power, some of us. We had a lot of issues. I hope Jack Bradshaw.
It's not a district.
Oh, no. It's still not on. Poor guy. I hope that comes on ASAP.
In solidarity, I am going to cut your power.
No, I don't want to be in solidarity. Yeah. I will extend an invitation. Jack Bradshaw is more than welcome to come to my house if he needs some respite from not having power. He's more than welcome to stay here if he needs to get out of his house if it's too warm. Absolutely, we'll do that. But I can't just turn down my power. No way. Tips of the newsjunkie.com. And Insecure Walrus emails the show as we were playing that audio of Trump from this past week. And he says, I know you guys enjoy the fart mystery stories. Have we really been boiled down to that? Is that what we're about now? It's possible you covered this. I love how he says covered this, like it's actual news. It's possible you covered this and I missed it. But if not, there's a professional dart thrower who supposedly farted after a match recently.
More like fart thrower.
It was in the news, and there were various claims. He says it wasn't real. Let's listen to this. Callan Rids and James Wade, and this is allegedly James Wade doing this. Okay, hold on. Hang on just a second. My guy, you can't say you didn't do it. He was squatted and everything.
I mean, I think that there is dookie left on his pants.
It seems
That's how
so
clear it was.
He said that was his shoe. James Wade. I don't know
shoe
about
made
it.
of butts? What are you
That
talking
did
about?
not sound legitimate. All right, let's do the final dispatches. SMA sends over something. He says this is, it's from his live stream showing the sun. Let's see. I'll take a look at the sun with you.
Wow.
Like the sun. Oh, whoa, there it is. Okay. He's big into space. He does a lot of live streams. This one in particular is him live streaming the sun. I don't know what all these graphs and stuff mean, but it's pretty cool. All right, thank you for that. I hope I didn't miss anything. It's pretty cool. Last one, we'll do Twink Lettits with a dispatch.
No, Junkies. Glad everybody's okay and safe. I'm still without power, but that's okay.
All right, low quality. Try doing that on a different phone.
Damn.
Last one is going to be, I didn't even play the song. God, I'm really dropping the ball here at the end. Anyway.
These are the final dispatches, but Sean will probably only play.
I've already played more than that. So, joke's on you, sucker. Here we go. Jasmine has a dispatch.
Hi, News Junkie, longtime listener. I've been listening since I was like a little kid in the backseat of my dad's car. I'm 17 now. In my high school's law studies class, we were recently learning about a case where people set up like traps. And so we learned about this guy who set up a gun like a shotgun on a tripwire.
Yep.
And ended up either, I believe, like harming or critically harming these two teenagers who tried to sneak onto his property.
This is how old we are.
And so he was found
We
liable
covered
for
that
some
story.
kind of
Yeah.
for the damages civilly.
Oh, this is painful. Okay.
Not only did she start listening to us when she was a child, but we covered that story when the news broke, and now it's being taught at her college.
Moses DeWitt brought that up on the show, and he's the one who was telling us about that because we've asked him about booby traps many a time. And Jasmine is now learning it in school. She's 17 now and
All
was
right.
just a kid in the car seat.
Thank you for listening, Jasmine.
Back seat of the dad's car. All right, Jasmine, thank you. Appreciate you.
Tell your
Keep
dad
dispatching.
we said hey.
And spread word to the other teens out there.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's see how we phrase that.
It's not weird.
Spread word to the other teens.
Yeah, tell the other
Stay
teens
in
about the
school,
news
teens.
junkie.
How about that?
Tell your
Tell
fellow
them-
youths we're cool.
Tell them to put the galaxy gas down for 1 second. And then
Back in my day, we called it whip it. Yeah.
enjoy your life and spread the word about the show, okay? We love you. We appreciate you. All right. The stories that didn't make the cut brought to you by Cento Family Moving and Storage.
Cento Family Moving and Storage is Central Florida's trusted source for local and long-distance moving. Packing, delivery, center moving, fully licensed and insured to provide seamless moving experience. You'll be enjoying peaceful dinner or dessert in your new home in no time. Anytime, anywhere, Cento got your back. Get a quote today. CENTO moving.com. Together now. CENTO
moving.com. That was
Moving the
hardcore.
best. No stress. Baby.
Thank you. Have a great weekend, Cowboy Stan.
Yeah.
He's out of here. The stories that didn't make the cut. TikTokers are talking about October theory. I don't know why.
What?
This is people find themselves setting goals, craving change, and refreshing their home, and
Oh, wow. Crazy
trying
trend.
to get their life together. It's been mentioned 36 million times on TikTok, and
They're not going to
October
do any
theory.
of it because they're spending time making the TikTok.
Break dancers have been warned that extensive head spinning can make your head turn into a cone shape.
Okay.
So watch out. It might be worth it for you,
Okay.
might not.
They are
Oh, no.
40
We got to
years
get the
too
hell
late.
out of here.
Okay.
Just
Yep.
suffice to say, we're doing
Start.
Today I Learned. Today I Learned this band right here.
Real banger.
Mumford and Sons.
Oh, you almost got to it. Mumford and Sons. None of the members of Mumford & Sons own their own instruments when they went to record their first album, Sigh No More, in
Nerds.
2009. Hey, thanks for getting through a tough week with us.
Yeah, same.
We love you. We appreciate it. Josh, thanks for being with us today.
You're
Thanks,
welcome.
Great job.
Josh.
You did a great job.
I know.
He didn't really do anything.
He did stuff. Yeah,
someone
all
else
kinds of
switched
stuff.
these cameras in.
All right, we will see you on Monday, same time, same place. Missed any of the show, get the podcast at thenewsjunkie.com. We'll see you next time, everybody.
ClausmanLaw.com. I got a couple tips for you to make your ride a bit easier this afternoon. First of all, there's bumper-to-bumper traffic westbound on I-4 between US 27 and from Lake Buena Vista. Keep in mind, emergency services are on the roadway, so move over and slow down if you see any. There's still standing water, and traffic lights could be out in your area, so just travel with caution on the roadways. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866.